Great trip starts with the right support.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-885-3100. 800-885-3100. 800-885-3100.
Sponsored by Coast One Financial Group.
Shoot your shot on Prize Picks and get $50 bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right, Prize Picks is now giving you $50 bonus credit in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. Prize Picks makes every dunk, every dime, and every board that much more exciting. So don't miss this chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. Now on Prize Picks, you simply pick 2 to 6 players, pick more or less on their stat projections, and submit your lineup. Prize Picks also has early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. And with player stacks, you can also pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Download the Prize Picks app today, use the code ROAM, and get a $50 bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code ROAM on Prize Picks to get a $50 bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 in lineups just for playing. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. You do have to be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
This is AM 850 WEEI Boston, the home of Rome, Boston College sports, and you better you bet. AM 850 WEEI, always live on the free Odyssey app.
This is Black and Abdallah on Westwood One Sports. Here's Chris Black and Adam Abdallah.
Chris Black, Adam Abdallah on Westwood One, the Westwood One Sports app, Sirius XM Channel 375, and all of our great radio affiliates around the country. On with you until 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm Adam Abdallah. Josh Graham in once again for the vacationing Chris Black. You can listen to Josh weeknights here on Westwood One Sports Night. Josh, thank you once again for sitting in for, it feels like the forever vacationing Chris Black. He will be very tan when he comes back, I imagine. Very, very tan and very well relaxed from his vacation. We have a lot of NFL news to get to. I don't know if it's necessarily news, but it's a lot of rumblings, if you will. A lot of rumblings in the NFL that we have to get to that have taken place. Diana Rossini, The Athletic, is reporting on A.J. Brown that the Eagles are holding firm on their very steep asking price. If you remember yesterday, the Bears traded wide receiver DJ Moore to the Bills for a second-round pick. They also traded a fifth-round pick to the Bills along with DJ Moore, but most importantly, they got a second-round pick back, and the Eagles are basically looking for a first-round pick for A.J. Brown. And Diana Rossini is reporting that the Eagles are holding firm. The Patriots have, quote, poked around. Some people are saying sniffed around. I don't know if we're saying sniffed or poked. It's tampering season, so you can say sniffed or poked, whatever you want to, whatever euphemism you want to use. The Chargers are now reportedly a team that are interested, which is great if you're a Chargers fan and great for Justin Herbert. He needs extra weapons. The Chargers have also signed center Tyler Biadasz for some offensive line help. They were one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL last year. They had the most offensive lines combinations in the NFL, and Justin Herbert was sacked 54 times last year, the second most in the NFL last year. And now, Josh, there is another team involved in the Max Crosby sweepstakes that is seemingly never going to end.
Yes. While the Dallas Cowboys are closely monitoring the situation, as we were talking about with them yesterday, they remain very interested, according to the very busy Diana Rossini. It is the Baltimore Ravens now that are on the Max Crosby watch list. They are currently tied, the Ravens are, for the best odds to win the AFC. Like Max Crosby, he might be leaving the AFC West. They have a coach that just left the AFC West, I mean to say, a new defensive-minded head coach in Jesse Minter, who comes to the Ravens by way of the LA Chargers. As a graduate of East Carolina University, I look good in purple. Would Max Crosby look good in purple? That's the question.
Yeah, I mean, I think he would. Obviously, a defensive-minded head coach. Anything that adds to that defense helps, in a way, Lamar Jackson and that offense. Because obviously, the less points you give up, the more points you can score. And obviously, you need that offense. And you've got a new offensive mind coming in. Davis Webb coming in over from the Bears and all that good stuff. So you've got things working out for the Ravens if that does take place. Interesting note on Max Crosby. Yesterday, it was reported by Adam Schefter that he would be surprised if the Bears got Max Crosby, which hurts me broadcasting out of the city of Chicago as a Bears fan. Neither here nor there, but just wanted to pass that along as an interesting note.
Not as much as losing Doyle, it sounds like, to the Ravens.
Yeah. Using Doyle to the Ravens. That's whatever. That's fine. This is Ben Johnson's offense. That's okay. That's okay. I'm not worried about losing Doyle to the Ravens. That's fine.
Okay.
Because this is Ben Johnson's offense. But if losing Max Crosby, because I don't think people realize how much the Bears actually need by clearing this money, by releasing Tremaine Edmonds, their linebacker, yesterday, and by trading away DJ Moore. They have no starting safeties on their roster right now. They have to add that, and they have to re-sign a bunch of guys. They need a lot. So I would have been surprised if they did trade for Max Crosby.
Let's get a timer. How many minutes has it been? Has it been 3 minutes today? Like, what's the grand prize winner? How long did it take for Abdallah to make it about the Bears? 3 minutes?
All I did was I just found it necessary to make it known. I just made it necessary to make it known that the Adam Schefter, NFL insider, one of the best NFL insiders, said that he would be surprised if the Bears got Max Crosby and now enter the Baltimore Ravens. The other breaking news before we came on the air is that, according to Adam Schefter, as I just mentioned, the Raiders are releasing Geno Smith, and the Raiders will now open up $8 million in salary cap space. Not that the salary cap space matters. The point is that Geno Smith is now going to be another quarterback that is available for someone, presumably, to be a backup. Geno Smith didn't games. He had 17 interceptions. He threw 19 touchdowns. He threw only about 3,000 yards, just over 3,000 yards. Geno Smith didn't play well last year. This is going to be a backup situation. I think most people believed he was going to be the backup to Fernando Mendoza, Josh. And I think that now with that release, the Raiders need another backup. But most importantly, you have to add Geno Smith into this quarterback carousel that has Kyler Murray, Malik Willis, Kirk Cousins. I know that you can make an offer out there for Daniel Jones, even though he's been transition tagged by the Colts. There is a lot of quarterbacks that are out there. We also don't know what the Dolphins are going to do with Tua Tagovailoa. He's still on the roster. He's due a ton of money this year and next year. And we don't know what's going on with all of these quarterbacks. It's Bleck and Abdallah here on Westwood One and the Westwood One app. Josh Graham sitting in for Chris Bleck. We don't know what's going on. And now it seems like as we get closer and closer to the start of the tampering period in about 3 days here, starting on Monday, and then we get into the start of free agency on Wednesday, who is going to be the team that signs Kyler Murray, and who is going to be the team that gives what experts are saying $30 million guaranteed to Malik Willis, who hasn't really proven anything? That's the biggest question here going into free agency.
Chris Black, actually the biggest question going into free agency was how long it was going to take to make it about the Bears. Chris Black texted that the over-under was 3 minutes, 27 seconds, and by my official ruling, we were slightly over that. So cash your winnings.
I was just giving the news. I'm just doing my job here as a sports radio host, giving the news that the Bears are probably out on Max Crosby. That's all I'm doing. That's all I did. That's
What's
all
the thing
I'm doing
kids say?
here.
Copium? Cope? Is that the thing they say? I don't know.
I'm too old for that stuff. It's hopium, Josh. It's hopium for me.
Hopium. That's a good way to put it. What was the question? I just forgot.
Because you're trying to focus on me and the Bears. Now you're making it about the Bears. The
Chris Black
is,
texted me. I'm sorry. I had to make sure I was doing okay.
The question is, which team is going to make the decision, whether right or wrong, to give Malik Willis upwards of $30 million guaranteed?
You don't like the answer when it comes to Kyler Murray. I still think that the New York Jets are going to do Jets things, and they're going to pay too much money to some. They have the cap space, and then Kyler Murray's going to think, oh, a lot of money. Throw the ball to Garrett Wilson. That sounds like fun. Breece Hall is going to be there. I still view that as being an optimal option for Kyler Murray if he plans to make some cash. On the Malik Willis front, the Dolphins just make too much sense. If they're trying to move off of Tua and Quinn Ewers is your only remaining option, you want to go to the place where you feel you're going to play, number one, if you're Malik, because you haven't done a lot of that. And number two, you want to go to a place where you genuinely feel the people you're playing for believe in you. And if there is a place that would believe in Malik Willis, that place is Miami, that has John Eric Sullivan and Jeff Hafley that both came from the Green Bay Packers. So I think that's probably the best destination. Now, there's a different conversation to be had on what they should do versus what is likely to happen. But in terms of where Malik Willis is most likely to play, Miami makes the most sense. As for Kyler Murray, I think he looks to get one last payday, and I think the Jets will pay the most.
Can we both agree, though, that the Dolphins are bad, and they're going to be bad, and the Cardinals are bad, and they're going to be bad, and that Kyler Murray is still the prize of this offseason as far as free agent quarterbacks go? Like, if you want the best quarterback out there, we assume that Aaron Rodgers is going to the Steelers. Like, let's take him out of this. Aaron Rodgers is a future Hall of Famer. He's going to the Steelers. Take him out of this. That's most likely a foregone conclusion. Agreed. Kyler Murray is the best available out there. And Ross Tucker, our teammate here at Westwood One, NFL analyst, was on with You Better, You Bet, the show that's on right before us. He was on with Chris Mack, in for Nick Kostos. And he was asked the question, if Kyler Murray is the guy that everybody wants, who's next? And here was his answer.
I think out of that group, I'm probably most intrigued by Malik Willis based on how well he's played in the limited sample size that he's had in Green Bay the last couple of years. You know, he runs it so well that is a real nice to have as an offensive play caller. But as Greg Cosell said, the most passes he's ever had in a game is 23, and that was his rookie year with the Titans. I am curious to see how Kyler would perform elsewhere. A lot of smoke about Kyler in Minnesota. That would be a really interesting scheme fit. It's always felt like Kyler would be ideal in one of those Shanahan offenses on bootlegs and play action just because he is so quick.
So you've got Ross Tucker there, who joined You Better, You Bet earlier today with Chris Mack in for Nick Kostos. And it's Bleck and Abdallah here on Westwood One. Josh Graham in for Chris Bleck. I think that he's right that Malik Willis might be the next best option. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean you have to give Malik Willis $30 million. Because to me, Josh, if you're signing Malik Willis, you're still not trying to win. So why give a guy that if you're trying to tank, if you're the Cardinals or if you're the Dolphins and you're trying to lose, why spend $30 million on a quarterback when you're trying to lose? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Let me cite what I know, what my lived experience is, so to speak. I live in North Carolina. The Carolina Panthers had, prior to this past year, lost more games than any other team has since 2018. And a big part of the reason that is because they kept taking swings on quarterbacks that were just good enough to make sure they didn't pick top 5 in the draft. It was Teddy Bridgewater, and then it was Sam Darnold, and then it was Baker Mayfield. You mentioned the Cardinals. You mentioned the Dolphins. The reason why you don't bring in Malik Willis is he's not great, but he's good enough that you're not going to be picking number 1, number 2, or probably in the top 5 of the draft. And if you're Arizona, don't know if I feel completely this way about Miami, but if you're Arizona, you should completely enter the tank now. The odds are completely stacked against them. This is a team that went 3-14 last year. They share a division with 3 teams that won 12 games apiece, including the reigning Super Bowl champs, and a team that just added Trent McDuffie and is currently all in. It's also year 1 for Mike LaFleur, who enters his first season as a head coach, but at least he's got Nathaniel Hackett, Raj, by releasing Kyler Murray. We're talking about a $54 million dead cap hit, which, again, is good for them to move off of this year. Eat it all right now. It's going to significantly hamstring their ability to improve a roster that, again, went 3-14. And the reason I'm not completely there with the Dolphins won 7 games last year, despite all the injuries they had in playing Quinn Ewers at the end. They also are, that division's not quite as hopeless as this one is. Like, you might be thinking, well, the AFC East has the team that went to the Super Bowl. Yeah, the Patriots are probably going to take a step back. And the Bills, they're breaking in a new head coach, and you get to play the Jets twice a year. The question now becomes, though, if you are, we need a fun name. It's fitting with the Dolphins. It used to be Tank for Tua. Like, we need to figure out what the name is for the Cardinals, or if Miami chooses to go this path by eating a ton of dead cap with Tua and tanking. Like, who are we tanking for? Like, we got to figure out a fun rhyme for Arch Manning, or figure out a fun rhyme for Julian Sand. What's that?
It's absolutely it's the March for Arch. Yeah, it's the March for Arch. And I think, Josh, that the Raiders just did the Cardinals a favor.
Not playing for Saiyan.
Not playing for Saiyan. I think that the Raiders just did the Cardinals a favor. Go sign Geno Smith. There's your answer. You want to be bad. Go be bad.
Mm-hmm. Do it.
Go give Geno Smith some money. Not $30 million. You're already paying a quarterback, like you said, $50 million. Go give Geno Smith a smaller amount of money and be bad. And that's what you can do if you're the Cardinals, because like you said, the NFC West, those teams are going to be, but you have no chance whatsoever this year. But if you can reset your franchise financially this year, if you can be bad, if you end up with the number 1 pick, number 2 pick, and you can get your franchise quarterback that way, Malik Willis might just be good enough that you might find yourself with the 3rd pick or the 4th pick. And then you aren't able to get the March for Arch or whatever. What are we saying for Dante Moore? What's the rhyme for Moore?
Poor
you can't score more from. You can't score more for more. You can't. What is it? I don't know.
We need to call it
the workshop that one.
Cincinnati Bengals playbook for the Cardinals. You've got a cheap owner. You hire a new offensive-minded coach. Zach Taylor, his first year, they ate it. They got Joe Burrow, and then it worked out for them. Like, cheap ownership, hire a new coach, be bad a year, be bad enough to get the quarterback, and then hopefully it nets you go into the Super Bowl a few years later. That's the strategy. I mean, you look where Cincinnati was in the AFC North 5-6 years ago before Burrow arrived. Oh, you're looking up at Lamar and the Ravens, and you have the Steelers there that are making the playoffs every single year. The Browns were coming off a playoff appearance with Baker early on in the Stefanski era. That's kind of where you're at right now if you're Arizona, so follow that template.
Absolutely. If you've been listening the last 3 days, it is not a surprise that Josh and I disagree on something. But this time, we need your help in resolving it. It's Bleck and Abdallah here on Westwood One and the Westwood One app.
The Patriots are releasing star receiver Stephon Diggs. Will the AFC champions look to acquire Eagles standout A.J. Brown and reunite him with Mike Vrabel? Westwood One Sports.
Clones, listen up. Not all beef jerky is the same. In fact, there are major differences in quality from one brand to the next. Old Trapper is a better way to snack, chock full of good protein to satisfy your manliest hunger cravings. Every bite is better for you and higher in essential protein than chips, sugar-filled energy bars, and candy. Old Trapper in the Clearview bag is the world's finest jerky, made with only the best ingredients. So ask for Old Trapper by name because no other jerky compares. Old Trapper, what's your beef?
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ Bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 7 plant protein bars, 4 hydration mixes, and 4 enhanced coffee sticks. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
Studies show that 100% of everybody in the world wants to curl up indoors and do nothing because it's so darn cold out there. That's why many people are turning to Bombas, whose pillowy plush slippers and warm merino wool socks have been said to be the most comfortable in the history of feet. Bombas products have been found to boost coziness by up to 1,000,000%. Okay, enough fake statistics, but could Bombas socks and slippers really be the cure? Go to bombas.com/audio and use code AUDIO for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com and use code AUDIO.
Support is available 24/7 with VerboCare. We're here day or night, ready whenever you need help. Because a great trip starts with the right support.
Hi, this is Jill Schlesinger, CBS News business analyst, certified financial planner, and the host of the Jill on Money podcast. With the new year upon us, there's no better time to take control of your financial life. And the Jill on Money podcast is here to help. It's your questions that make it possible for me to provide unconventional and, I hope, entertaining insights on your money and, more importantly, on your life. Follow and listen to Jill on Money wherever you get your podcasts.
The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-785-9132. That's 800-785-9132. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-785-9132.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There is a tremendous price war in the term life industry. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man age 45 non-smoker can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month level rate for 10 years, or a man age 50 non-smoker can obtain $500,000 coverage for a month premium of $110 level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 $100,000 and above. If you're looking for a new or replacement term life insurance, call Term Busters today for a quote at 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Remember, 1-800-908-7636. Rate and availability may vary by state. Sample quotes based on preferred non-smoker. Underwriting and exam required. Call 1-800-908-7636 for details. Paid for by Robert Levinger, Insurance Agent.
This is AM 850 WEEI Boston, the home of Rome, Boston College sports, and you better you bet. AM 850 WEEI.
Abdallah on Westwood One Sports. Here's Chris Black and Adam Abdallah.
I've only known Josh Graham for a short time, and we've worked together here a total of, this is our 7th hour together, working together here for the vacationing Chris Bleck. It's Bleck and Abdallah here on Westwood One Sports, the Westwood One Sports app. I've never seen him this excited to talk about something. I know that he eats steak, potatoes, and macaroni for lunch. I know he drinks no less than 3 Gatorades during a show. That's 1 per hour, as we're on till 3 p.m. Eastern here. Jim Rome coming up at 3. And I know that he is insanely excited to defend his honor when talking about the greatest rivalries in sports. Because this weekend, and Josh will be in attendance for North Carolina and Duke. And we need your help here at 310-840-4910. You can call us up. You can text us too. 310-840-4910 if you're at work. If you're using the facility, I like saying this because people like to escape from work and use their facilities, and people are sitting on their phone while they're at work using the facilities. Text us while you're there.
Yeah.
310-840-4910. The greatest rivalries in sports. And we disagree. Very much so on what they are. Duke, North Carolina is this weekend. And you're going to be in attendance. I think it's one of these events that everyone who is a rabid sports fan should attend at some point, whether you go see them at Duke or at North Carolina. Either way, I'm interested to see. Have you gone to both?
I've been to every Duke Carolina game since 2019.
Oh, wow. Okay. You are broadcasting from North Carolina, so I assume that's the case. So which atmosphere? So let me know. Okay. You believe that this is the best rivalry in sports.
Yeah.
Why do you believe Duke, North Carolina is the best rivalry in all the history of sports? The history of all football, basketball, baseball, everything. Why is Duke and North Carolina the best rivalry in sports?
See, I am a bit confused right now. My premise of this segment was, you keep saying like best rivalries in sports. I thought everybody just knew that Duke, North Carolina was the best. I thought the question we were going to ask at 310-840-4910 is what's the second best? Because everybody already knows that Duke, North Carolina is the greatest rivalry in all of sports. I'll give you 3 reasons why. 3 reasons why Duke, North Carolina is better than any other rivalry in sports, and nobody else can stack up to these 3 things I'm about to bring to you. I'm going to simplify it. Number 1, no series in sports matches the joint excellence of this series. This weekend, just got this stat from my buddies at ESPN Stats and Info. This will be the 89th all-time meeting in which both Duke and North Carolina are ranked playing each other. That is 48 more than the next closest series in college basketball. North Carolina has won 45 of those ranked games. Duke's won 43. The average score in those games are 79 to 77. Just look at the last 2 meetings. In the ACC tournament last year, Duke won by a point because of a lane violation negating a tying free throw in the final 5 seconds. And then Seth Trimble, a few weeks ago, hit a shot in the final second to beat Duke. The proximity of these two. This is piece number 2. The proximity of the rivals, unlike anything in sports. These 2 programs are responsible for 23 Final Four appearances since 1990. 23 Final Four appearances since 1990, 9 national championships during that period, and the schools are located less than 10 miles apart from each other. They often go to the same parties, Abdallah. They go to the same barbers. They sometimes date the same girls. Like, it happens. Weird. Yeah. 3 of the 8 all-time D1 career wins leaders are from these 2 schools. And both John Shire and Hubert Davis have already been to Final Fours in their tenures. And the third reason why this rivalry is unlike anything else, it's the fierceness between these 2 schools that really you have to experience it to understand. The cheapest ticket at Cameron Indoor Stadium tomorrow is going for nearly $2,000 for regular season basketball. Secondary market, nearly $2,000 to get into this game. Last month, there was a snowstorm in Chapel Hill, and it was the week of the Duke game. Students ventured out just to write a message. It rhymes with fire truck Duke on the middle of their campus for people to know as they're driving by. And did you know, for the last month, Duke students have been camping outside of Cameron just to get tickets for this game. For a month, they've been camping outside in tents to get tickets to this 1-2-hour basketball game. There's nothing else like it in sports. Nothing else compares.
It's Black and Abdallah here on Westwood One, the Westwood One Sports app. Josh Graham making his case for Duke, North Carolina as the best rivalry in sports, in for Chris Bleck, who would never do such a thing. I agree with you that it's the best rivalry in college basketball. It is the not best. It's not the best rivalry in sports. It's not the best rivalry.
College sports? Well, you could be college sports, or are you going to be one of those that says Ohio State, Michigan?
I'm going to be one of those that says Ohio State, Michigan.
Boo.
And I am going to tell you I will give you this. I am an Alabama fan, and I'm not even going to tell you that it's the Iron Bowl. Ohio State and Michigan, to me, is a better rivalry because of it's an actual, and this is going to contradict one of my next points for one of the biggest one. Michigan, Ohio State is a closer rivalry because the games are more back and forth.
Ohio State.
You actually have to win some
20.
back and forth.
They've won 16 of the last 20.
Exactly. I know, but you have to. But recently, it's been more back and forth.
Sure.
My other point is that it's football and not basketball. It's America's game. Let's not get it twisted here. We're consumed. We've spent the entire last 2 days talking about football. The best rivalry in sports is between 2 things. Two games here. 4 teams, 2 games. It's either Bears and Packers, the 2 oldest franchises in the NFL, or it's Steelers and Ravens. Now, you can argue 2 points here. It's Bears and Packers because it's the oldest rivalry in the NFL. Now, the point against it is it's been very one-sided. The Packers have gotten the best of the Bears for a very, very long time. Essentially my entire lifetime up until the last 3 games. Now that Caleb Williams is around as quarterback of the Bears and Ben Johnson is here as the head coach. Steelers and Ravens has been more back and forth. And that one, to me, might be 1A to the Bears and Packers 1B, just because of the back and forth nature of it. But I do think that in college, fans are just, and I mean this in the politest way possible. Don't get me wrong. I called you a nerd the other day in the politest way possible, Josh. I'm going to say this. I mean, listen, they're called the Cameron Crazies for a reason. College fans are crazy.
That's great.
College fans are wild. It's what makes the college game great. You don't get that from professional teams. But I still think that ratings show it. TV numbers are involved with that. The fact that we spend so much time talking about football, it consumes everything that we do. the off season that we talk about for months leading up to the regular season, rivalries in the NFL, to me, are bigger than Duke, North Carolina. They just are. And I think the other point for Bears, Packers, or Steelers, Ravens is that even if the Bears and Packers is being one-sided as it is, the Bears can be a 3-win team. Doesn't matter. They're still going to be on national TV for at least one of the Packers games. There's still going to be Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football or Thursday Night Football. They could have 1 win, 2 wins, and the Packers could be a playoff team. Doesn't matter. That rivalry is going to be on national TV because the NFL respects it that much. It's Bleck and Abdallah here on Westwood One, the Westwood One Sports app. Josh Graham in for Chris Bleck. I just think the NFL consumes us more. And there's other suggestions here. Like we can talk about, like I mentioned, the Iron Bowl, Alabama and Auburn in football, Ohio State, Michigan, the game. All you have to say is the game, and people know what you're talking about. You can talk about Red Sox and Yankees in baseball. You can talk Lakers, Celtics. I can go back to college football, USC, Notre Dame. Any of these that you can go through. I agree with you. College basketball, it doesn't get better than Duke, North Carolina.
Again, just limiting the scope to college basketball. I'm sorry, how much more popular the sport is shouldn't factor into the fierceness of it. I'm sorry, the joint excellence, I mean this with love too. Actually, I don't. This is just a fact. The Bears and Packers, they've been to what? 2 Super Bowls combined this century? I'm talking about Duke and North Carolina are 2 of the 4 most relevant programs in the country almost every year, and they're located within 10 miles of each other. They're the ones that do all the winning. The Packers and Bears don't. It's kind of like when
they share a
border.
They share a border. There's a pack. I broadcast out of Chicago. There's a Packers fan 10 feet from me. Like they live among us. They live and breathe the same air as me.
Not disputing that. I'm disputing the fact that the Bears and Packers rise to the level of excellence that we're talking about with Duke and Carolina. I'd hear it with Ohio State, Michigan, and I know we're going to hear from Army-Navy folks too. We're going to get that as well. But my problem with Army-Navy is the same problem I have with Ohio State and Michigan, is that one side's won 16 of the last 20 games or 18 of the last 24. I like 88 ranked matchups between the two, and one has 45 wins and the other has 43. That's what I love. And I love that the teams are always really, really good, which the Bears weren't all of last decade, and the Packers have been to 1 Super Bowl this century.
I understand that, but it's football. It's much harder to get to a Super Bowl than it is to win a national championship when you can just, have Duke and North Carolina in it all the time. It's also
I love it. Raj says we're dead wrong. Raj, do you have a submission?
Well, Josh mentioned it a few minutes ago. There's one rivalry here that is such a big rivalry. Literally, it's the only game played that day. Such a big rivalry. Duke and North Carolina isn't the only basketball game going on this Saturday. Okay?
That's true.
There are other football games that go on while the Bears and Packers are playing, or Steelers, Ravens, whoever it is. When Army and Navy play, a rivalry that has been that goes back to 1890, they literally clear the schedule, and it's the only game played that day. A rivalry that transcends sports to our parents and grandparents and great-grandparents. And just like you talk about, Josh, we were talking before the show, like the feeling when you're there before a Duke-Carolina game, the feeling of being at an Army-Navy game, unlike anything in all of sports.
Abdallah, can we have an honest honest conversation for a second? Just an honest conversation.
Yeah.
This is going to maybe kick me off your show forever. This might cost me my job. It just might, me saying this.
Think before you say.
I love all the pageantry. I love America. God bless America. I don't like 9-6 football games.
In a game where you bet the under every time, it doesn't do it for you.
Excellence. It goes back. Same argument for Bears, Packers is the same argument I have for Army, Navy. Excellence and also more parity within the rivalry, more competitiveness.
And if some people get their way, it's not going to be because you're going to start putting playoff games that weekend because you got to bump this schedule up. We can't be playing playoff
in
games
fairness here,
6
Josh,
weeks after the season ends.
Josh, in fairness, okay, 16-17, 13-31, 17-11, 20-17, you maybe painted a little unfair narrative. These are some of the more recent scores in the rivalry, okay?
Sorry. My apologies.
Let's be fair here.
17 to
310-840-4910. If you agree with us, if you disagree with us, you can call us, you can text us. 310-840-4910. Another record fell yesterday and a possible homecoming. That's next. It's Bleck and Abdallah here on Westwood One, the Westwood One Sports app.
The Patriots are releasing star receiver Stephon Diggs. Will the AFC champions look to acquire Eagles standout A.J. Brown and reunite him with Mike Vrabel? Westwood One Sports.
So my friends over at Pure Talk have been sending me customer feedback from consumeraffairs.com, where thousands of people rate and review the top wireless providers. Here, for instance, is a nice note from James in Raleigh, North Carolina, who writes, quote, "After hearing Mike Rowe's ad, we made the switch to Pure Talk, and we couldn't be happier. We went from spending $1,200 a year with T-Mobile to $420 with Pure Talk. Thanks, Mike. Switch today!" Exclamation point. Pure Talk is saving James $820 a year. And because he literally wrote the words "switch today" in capital letters with an exclamation point, I'm going to go ahead and dedicate this commercial to him. So folks, take it from James in Raleigh, North Carolina. Pure Talk can give you unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month on the same 5G service the big guys are overcharging you for. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. You'll also save 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 to save an additional 50%. Thanks, James.
O'Reilly. Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, get 5 quarts of Valvoline full synthetic motor oil and a MicroGuard Select oil filter for $36.99. Limits apply. See store for details. Trust our professional parts people to recommend the products for your next oil change. Visit your O'Reilly Auto Parts store or shop online at O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Furnished by IntelliBrands.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new patented Legsercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural, drug-free way.
Using Legsercise made walking painless again.
Legsercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
I have much less swelling and no more tingling.
Call right now and order your very own Legsercise Pro, the new proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call 800-555-1212. That's 800-555-1212. 800-555-1212 now.
These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-785-9132. That's 800-785-9132. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-785-9132.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There is a tremendous price war in the term life industry. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man age 45 non-smoker can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month level rate for 10 years, or a man age 50 non-smoker can obtain $500,000 coverage for a month premium of $110 level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for a new or replacement term life insurance, call Term Busters today for a quote at 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Remember, 1-800-908-7636. Rate and availability may vary by state. Sample quotes based on preferred non-smoker. Underwriting and exam required. Call 1-800-908-7636 for details. Paid for by Robert Levinger, insurance agent.
This is AM 850 WEEI Boston, the home of Rome, Boston College sports, and you better you bet, AM 850 WEEI.
This is Bleck and Abdallah on Westwood One Sports. Here's Chris Bleck and Adam Abdallah.
Last night, LeBron James set another record. Seems to be all he can do these days. No, I'm not taking shots at LeBron here, broadcasting from the great city of Chicago. Well, Michael Jordan won a bunch of titles. We're not here, Josh Graham, sitting in for Chris Bleck. It's Bleck and Abdallah here on Westwood One Sports. We're not here to debate the legacy of LeBron James versus
North
Michael
Carolina,
Jordan. That is for
where
June.
Michael Jordan won a national championship as well, and he's from.
That is for June and July, where by the time we get to there, Michael Jordan might have more NASCAR titles than LeBron James has NBA titles.
Yeah.
That is neither here nor there, okay? But yesterday, LeBron James set another record for most field goals, passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 15,838th of his career. He even had shoes that had the number on it, like he knew he was going to do it. And he did it. I'm just telling you what happened. But this is what's important. I'm
talking about LeBron, not
lost.
you. I'm glad you're bringing it up. But come on, man, you broke the scoring record. We get it. Like we kind of assumed you had the all-time field goals when you have the scoring record. We're gonna put it on your shoes. Okay, fine.
Well, this is all LeBron can do now is set these records. He's not winning another championship. He has this year, maybe next year. That's it. He's either retiring at the end of this year or he is retiring at the end of next year. And he's being very vague about it on purpose. And he's been asked about it. He was asked about it extensively at the All-Star game. And reports are that he legitimately does not know what he's going to do at the end of this season. And so I think he knows what he's going to do. You seem to also think he knows what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Now, I think the best thing for him, because it seems like they lost yesterday, obviously. They lost to the Nuggets, and congrats, Raj. And broadcasting out of Denver. He's in Denver. He's a Nuggets fan. And I think that the way this is going, they're 2 games out of the play-in tournament. Like, if they keep losing, Luka is 1 tech away from being suspended. This is falling apart. They're either going to be in a play-in team, they're going to be a low seed. This is going to be a very quick exit for LeBron James. And he's going to have 1 year left. And I think I've been saying that a, quote, feel-good story would be him returning to Cleveland for a year. And apparently, this is now, I'm not saying I pushed this into existence or I reported this. This is picking up steam. Tim McMahon on ESPN is starting to hear this as well. Tim McMahon on Get Up on ESPN said that LeBron's last year could also be in Cleveland.
Likely destination. Think of the storyline, the reunion, coming home again, the hometown kid, one last run, the retirement tour for the ages, being able to play for a contender. And look, in Los Angeles right now with the Lakers, LeBron James is a guest in his own home. He's not on the deed anymore. This is Luka Doncic's house, but they've got to remodel it. They've got to rebuild it. They can't do that with LeBron on the roster. It's about Luka, Austin Reeves as the number 2. Then they've got to come in and get pieces around them. They've got to get a rim protector. DeAndre Ayton ain't the answer. They've got to get defense and shooting around them. LeBron James does not fit with the Lakers' future, and I don't think LeBron's going to go out with a whimper here in LA. I do expect him to join a contender, and why not go back to his hometown team?
Tim McMahon has a
I think it just
accent?
makes sense. I mean,
sounds great.
I think it just makes sense, Josh. It's Black and Abdallah here on Westwood One, the Westwood One Sports app. I think it just makes sense. I think that
agree.
We talked about it yesterday that the NBA now has a new villain. It is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. LeBron James is no longer the villain. People hate him. You can hate LeBron if you want to. Hate is a very strong emotion in sports. But I think now we've gotten to the point where LeBron can be this, not necessarily a sympathetic figure, but end things on his own terms. And if going back to Cleveland is the way he wants to go out and get this homecoming tour, that being the face of the NBA and being one of, look, he's not Jordan. He's a top 5 player in the NBA at all time. He might be the second best player in the NBA of all time. He deserves the homecoming tour, the farewell tour. And if he wants to go out that way, so be it.
I commend you on multiple counts. And this is why your name is on the show, and this is why you're as good as good as you are, Adam Abdallah. Number one, you mentioned that the Lakers lost last night. In typical NBA fashion, nobody seems to care who wins the games anymore, just the individual accolades, and move along. Appreciate you at least bringing up the results of the game. Secondly, you're completely right about the Michael Jordan versus LeBron piece of this. We're not biased at all, given our geographic location. Nobody at us here. I agree with that beautiful, dulcet Southern accent from Tim McMahon, what he's talking about there from ESPN. I think it makes sense for him to go to Cleveland. It ties up the career nicely, but he's also sick of playing second fiddle to Luka, and Cleveland provides him a better opportunity to compete one last time. But we do have an important question to answer, though. If it's the end of a game and you have a field goal you need to hit to win it, do you trust LeBron James or Adam Vinatieri more to hit that field goal? David Jackson right there. Field goal records.
Field goal records.
Mm-hmm. They both have them.
I still think LeBron, because the shot doesn't go away, the leg might not have the strength. To give an honest, not sarcastic answer.
I'm going to channel mid-2000s Skip Bayless and say,
okay,
he doesn't have the clutch gene. Adam Vinatieri's got the clutch gene. Gonna trust him more to hit a field goal. End of the game.
Absolutely. Black and Abdallah here on Westwood One, the Westwood One Sports app. Josh Graham sitting in for Chris Black. Josh, I'm going to ask you a personal question. What do you wear when you travel?
I don't believe in dressing up like you're going to a baseball game in the 50s. When you go and
you're
travel.
Wearing a baseball jersey, right? You're wearing a baseball jersey right now. For those of you watching on YouTube, youtube.com/@BlackandAbdallah show, you are wearing a baseball jersey right now. So you could go right now to a baseball game and play.
World Baseball Classic starts today. Yes, we're super excited for baseball. But I generally will wear a pair of khakis. And shout out to Jake from State Farm. And then I'll wear probably some sort of dry fit shirt, whether it's a polo shirt or a long sleeve shirt, maybe even a short sleeve, something comfortable up top, and probably a pair of sneakers. That's what I'll wear. and a half.
Okay, so somewhat comfortable, even though the khakis are a little bit dressy. So your business on the bottom, party on the top. The Tampa International Airport last week said that they were going to ban people from wearing pajamas at their Florida facility. Now, they were joking. They did this a year ago. They said they were going to ban Crocs. But when I was in the airport earlier this week, I saw a lot of people, not in like joggers or sweatpants. Like sometimes I'll wear joggers in the airport. Sometimes I'll wear jeans. It depends on what I'm doing after I get off the flight. Like if I'm on my way home after the flight, I'm just going home, I will wear joggers. If I'm going to do something after I get off the flight, like I have to go somewhere or go out to dinner or something, I will wear jeans or whatever I'm going to wear after I get off the flight. But I saw a lot of people in pajama pants as if they were going to Physics 101 freshman year of college. And I'm not, listen, you wear whatever you want to wear, but is the next step like the Elmo slippers? Like I'm not saying it's bad, but I can kind of understand where the airport is coming from. And Raj writes to us in our chat, never forget that Chris Bleck got a late checkout in San Francisco from the Super Bowl. And I thought it was because so he could go upstairs after the show and change into sweatpants to be more comfortable on the flight. I don't think that's why he did it, but I gave him the thought to do it and he did it. But yeah, I don't think that's why.
My hot take on this is I don't find Crocs comfortable. I hear people saying it's comfort wear. I find it chafes my feet and I don't find it comfortable. I don't understand people who wear Crocs because they don't look good and they're not comfortable either. Who are you people?
I will wear, I'm a Birk boy around the house. Birkenstocks around some Birkenstock clogs around the house. Not outside in public. I'm not wearing them to the airport. But I do believe in sweatpants. I'm going to leave the flannel pants at home. I don't think I'm going to wear those to the airport. I don't even think I own a pair of flannel pants. I don't think the last time I owned a pair of flannel pants. I don't think this isn't Mad Men. You don't need to dress up in a suit. We're not smoking cigarettes in the back of the plane and wearing suits on the plane. You don't need to do that. Our teammate here at Westwood One is going to join us next. In a year where the field is as wide open as I can remember, who has a chance to make the Final Four? We will ask the voice of the Final Four, Kevin Kugler. He joins us next. It's Bleck and Abdallah on Westwood One and the Westwood One app.
This is Westwood One Sports.
Is life insurance on your list of New Year's resolutions? Now is the perfect time to add it. A buddy told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I added this to my list this year and got it done. I called SelectQuote and was shocked at how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $18 a month. My wife's also 40, and her $500,000 policy was only $16 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, no medical exam was required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Checking this off my list felt great, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-280-5858 for your free quote today. That's 1-800-280-5858. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-280-5858. Details on example rated select.
Ready for action, basketball fans? BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is giving players another reason to hit the court this season. BetMGM is adding extra excitement to every basket, every slam dunk, and every buzzer-beating shot with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find boosts and tokens in your account to amplify your winnings. Enjoy enhanced product features like Dark Mode 2. Log into BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. This promotional offer is not available in Mississippi, New York, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary and expire in 7 days. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
I think one of the things that patients don't realize is that when they get a joint replacement, that's not a lifetime treatment option. And they're probably, if they are a younger patient, signing up for multiple surgeries down the road.
As a physician and medical director for QC Kinetics, Dr. Caravelli's seen a pattern of trending joint pain. Prolonged medication, steroids, then surgery, possibly another surgery.
So a lot of our patients are trying to avoid or put off surgery, and this is the treatment that can help them do that.
QC Kinetics extracts your body's healing substances, concentrates them back into your aching joints to help heal and restore those areas, providing lasting relief.
Oh, I love being able to tell my patients, before we do this surgery, let's try another option. Let's see if this is right for you, because now they might not have to have surgery at all.
Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 617-644-PAIN. That's 617-644-PAIN. 617-644-PAIN.
Shoot your shot on Prize Picks and get $50 bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right, Prize Picks is now giving you $50 bonus credit in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. Prize Picks makes every dunk, every dime, and every board that much more exciting. So don't miss this chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. On Prize Picks, you simply pick 2 to 6 players, pick more or less on their stat projections, and submit your lineup. Prize Picks also has early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. And with player stacks, you can also pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Download the Prize Picks app today, use the code ROAM, and get a $50 bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code ROAM on Prize Picks to get a $50 bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 in lineups just for playing. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. You do have to be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
America, look around. Everywhere you go, prices are still high. Rates have been whipsawing markets, and the debt and spending don't exactly scream stability. If your retirement is mostly stocks and bonds, you may be taking a risk, more risk than you think. And when you're near retirement, a sharp drawdown at the wrong time can do real damage. Experts say diversifying with intention is the #1 secret account that all Americans' smart money uses to hedge against instability. Its precious metals, silver, and gold is having a spectacular bull run. Would it not make sense to get in before the rocket takes off? Monetary Gold have been around since 2000, witnessing multiple economic setbacks. They have the experience to help tailor your portfolio to your needs. If you call now, they will cover up to a lifetime of your IRA fees on qualified accounts. Call Monetary Gold now at 877-NOW-GOLD. That's 877-NOW-GOLD. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional. That's 877-NOW-GOLD.
This is AM 850 WEEI Boston, the home of Rome, Boston College sports, and you better you bet. AM 850. Jaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Cooper Boardman and Rob Bradford.
Welcome to Lakeland, Florida, for more Red Sox spring training baseball, as today the Red Sox continue a 2-game road swing in the Grapefruit League at the spring training home of the Detroit Tigers here at Joker Marchant Stadium. Cooper Boardman here with you, Rob Bradford, and baseball isn't boring alongside in just a moment, and a really cool spring training Friday today. Justin Verlander takes the mound for the first time in a Tigers uniform since 2017. And he does it against the Boston Red Sox. You can feel a kind of extra little buzz in this ballpark. Ton of Verlander t-shirts and jerseys everywhere you look. And his opponent today on the mound is a guy 20 years younger than him. Connolly Early, the 23-year-old, will make his 3rd start of the spring opposite the 43-year-old right-hander for the Detroit Tigers. Christian Campbell is in the lineup, so is Connor Wong. We'll have the rest of those lineup, and then we'll see the future Hall of Famer pitch against the Red Sox when we come back on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Ooh, I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact, it's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact, Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact, America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact, I agree with that fact.
based on 1977 to 2025 CY industry reported total sales.
Make March an even luckier month than it already is when you try your luck by checking to see if there's extra money waiting for you at findmassmoney.gov. It's Greg Hill, and you could have unclaimed money from a forgotten savings account or an uncashed payroll check or a refund check that never got to you. It is estimated by the state treasurer that 1 out of every 10 of us will find our name on the list at findmassmoney.gov. If you saw your name before, go and check again. The list is always being updated. Fill out the paperwork and become reunited with your lost funds.
Opening day is almost here. The countdown is on. Is your home ready? In Massachusetts, spring can throw anything at you. Heat one day, air conditioning the next. I'm Scott McFarland. Now's the time to replace your heating or cooling system before the rush. Save $500 from McFarland Energy, plus up to $1,800 in manufacturer's rebates. That's up to $2,300 in total savings. Step up to the plate and don't strike out this spring. Visit McFarlandEnergy.com. McFarland Energy, generations of warmth and trust.
Gas, repairs, and where did that ding come from? We know owning a car is already expensive enough. You shouldn't have to overpay for auto insurance, too. So shift into savings and put the brakes on those high insurance rates with help from Intuit Credit Karma. Simply open the app to explore personalized rates, get quotes, and find the right coverage plan for you. Great insurance at lower rates? Start looking on Credit Karma today.
You're listening to Red Sox Spring Training Baseball on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Lakeland, Florida on a Friday afternoon. It is 85 degrees and sunny. And Justin Verlander leaves the first base dugout to his third standing ovation before first pitch for the Detroit Tigers. And just listen. And the Old D, the bright orange top, for the first time since 2017. Justin Verlander makes the start for the Detroit Tigers. Welcome back alongside Rob Bradford, Cooper Boardman, Red Sox and Tigers in the Grapefruit League. Second game of a road swing for the Red Sox as we get you the starting lineups. Braden Ward will lead off. He's followed by Christian Campbell. Max Ferguson hits third. Connor Wong bats cleanup. Mickey Gasper hits fifth. Nathan Hickey in the sixth hole. Vinny Capper bats seventh, followed by Alan Castro and Tyler McDonough. And Verlander against that lineup, Bradfo, there's the monotony of spring training, and then there's a day like this.
I can't wait for Braden Ward to do a drag bunt on Justin Verlander. Justin Verlander is going to be like, really? Do you know how old I am? Do you know this is spring training? I would love to see it, though. But yeah, it's gonna be, I think you're right, Coop. I mean, man, we get a chance to see some of these players that maybe we don't get a chance to see a whole lot. And another guy that I want to get a chance to see is Kevin McGonigal, the guy who's playing third base for the Detroit today. He's a number 2 prospect in baseball. Got a chance to talk to him before the game. Big fan of Dustin Pedroia because he also is vertically challenged. And we can talk a little bit more about this. But this guy, I mean, he maybe 5'9", 5'10", hit a 460-foot home run off the Dominican Republic in the first inning a couple days ago. So pretty impressive. Let me give you a Detroit lineup.
Please.
All right, okay. Kerry Carpenter, right and right field. Dylan Dingler, DH. Former first overall pick, Spencer Torkelson. At first base, Riley Green is in left field. One of my new favorite interviewees, Jake Rogers at catcher. The aforementioned Kevin McGonigal at third base, Max Anderson's at second. Parker Meadows in center field. John Peck is your shortstop. And as we said, Verlander on the mound, facing off with the Red Sox pitcher Conley Early.
Justin Verlander at 43 years young on the mound for the Detroit Tigers, facing Braden Ward to start. Right-hander out of the wind, very familiar windup against the left-hand hitter. First pitch of the day, Ward squared to bunt, pulled back, and he takes ball one. He was going to do it. So good.
I mean, why not? The fact of the matter is that you have a 43-year-old on the mound. He's not looking up his baseball reference page when he steps in the batter's box.
Also, the first baseman's playing back still. Counts 1-0. Ward squares the bunt, pulls it back and takes low. I mean, Braden is just looking at Spencer Torkelson, who's the Detroit Tigers first baseman, and Torkelson is playing as far behind first as one could play. McGonigal at third is in on the grass. The 2-0. is swung on, chop foul, first base side.
Yeah, if I'm Braden Ward, I know that it's a weird look to bunt 3 straight times, and he bunted twice and then swung right there. But I keep doing it, man. Like, if he executes on the right side, there is no chance that they can get to it between Verlander and, as you said, Torkelson way back.
Counts 2 balls and 1 strike from Justin Verlander. Here's a pitch, and it's cut on and miss. Also, if you swing the bat, you have to hit against Justin Verlander.
Yeah, I like bunting. That was my game in Little League.
Little drag.
Speed, drag bunt, wearing number 2 for Jerry Remy.
Were you right? Are you
lefty?
lefty?
Oh, yeah, lefty drag bunt. Are you kidding me?
So you're 3 steps up the line. You're gone.
Yeah, I mean, forget about it. No one's catching me.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch to Braden Ward, and he fouls it back.
Braden Ward, the talk, or one of the talks of the pregame. We'll get to what Cora said about Yoshida and Caleb Durbin and also his relationship with A.J. Hinch. But he also talked about Braden Ward, and he's like, listen, we put him in pinch hit a runner the other day because that's what he might be doing for us in September.
2 balls and 2 strikes. The 6th pitch is down and away in a changeup, and Braden Ward's gone full against Justin Verlander. Yeah, right. Alex, he went to Alex a couple of times and said, like, is it cool? Like, can I still run? Can I still bunt? Is that, and Alex said, bro, you're here to impress us. Do whatever you want to do. And he has. Payoff pitch coming to Braden. And Ward lines it foul, first base side, early on a slider. From Justin Verlander, 1-year, $13 million deal that he signed just under a month ago. Back with the team that drafted him 2nd overall in 2004. And embarking on his 21st major league season. He's in a 3-2 count against Braden Ward. And the payoff pitch is called strike 3. Slider at the top of the zone, but we got a challenge.
First batter challenge. Let's go.
Ward thinks this slider's high. I mean, Ward's not a tall guy. The strike zone is pretty forgiving up there for hitters. We'll all look at the board, and that is ball 4. Above the zone by a good 1.5 inches, it looks like, for Braden Ward. Inch. And Justin Verlander, who did not have to deal with that when he was drafted in 2004, as a leadoff walk to Braden Ward.
It is so funny because you're watching him acclimate to everything. Like, I'm sure Justin Verlander is like, this dude, let me pitch.
Yeah.
Just let me pitch. Let me get my work in.
43 years old. Joe Braverman delivering back in the studios. Christian Campbell takes a strike. First curveball of the day for Verlander.
I do like the idea of playing Ace of Spades by Motorhead during the 10-second review.
Quick check on Ward. He slides back. Look, this is spring training. I mean, Joe's been throwing all sorts of sounds.
No, he's doing a great job.
Reason why not?
Yeah, and his instincts are, for the most part, pretty keen.
Braden Ward, spring training stolen base leader, goes from first pitch outside, throw to second, is not even close. He slides in head first ahead of Jake Rogers' tag. It's Braden Ward's 11th stolen base of the spring. Just keeps adding on to his lead.
It is amazing. When you're double of everybody else in spring training, and who is it? I don't know if it was you or somebody else who asked, has anyone ever stole 30 in spring training?
Yeah,
it's a good question.
I went back about 10 years. That's all I got. As pitch to Campbell is a strike, and he's challenging against Jacob Metz, the home plate umpire. He thinks this fastball's outside.
I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. This, two batters of the game, 2 challenges.
Called the strike. We look at the board. It's a ball.
It's a ball.
It's beneath the zone. And Christian's right. 2 dings from Joe Braverman by 1.3 inches.
So this is my question. Jacob Metz is the home plate umpire. He's 0 for 2 in challenges after 2 batters.
Pitch, swing, and a miss. Fastball right by Campbell, 2-2.
And I know Alex Cora was talking about this yesterday about how he feels like it's making the umpires better. But that has to be in the head now, Jacob Metz. I mean, he's already scientifically missed two calls.
Scientifically. 2-2, slider outside. Tigers fans didn't like it. No challenge, and the count goes full on Christian Campbell. I think the hope is that you know, he makes that call, he gets the information now, and now he doesn't miss anymore an inch below the zone. Runner goes from second, pitch fouled off to the right. Braden Ward, if Campbell doesn't swing there, has his 12th stolen base.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing, and is through all these stolen bases, he's been caught once, but as Alex Cora said, it was a bad call. All of them, none of them close. None of them really, the ones that I've seen, none of them have been close.
And by the way, he lost one yesterday to a balk.
Yes.
He stole second anyway. He leads off second, 3-2, and Verlander steps off, looks right at him. Wily vet. Braden took 2 steps back, but actually didn't concede the bag. Like, he didn't go back and touch it, daring Verlander to do something. Verlander's like, I'm 43. I don't care.
I remember those days of saying I'm 43, I don't care.
3-2, swinging a fly ball, foul off to the right. You have Justin Verlander, the starter in this game, at 43 years old. Connolly early, of course, the young Red Sox potential star pitcher who will pitch on the other side. He's 23. Connolly was like 3 years old when Verlander was drafted in 2004. 3-2, hit high and foul off to the right. Campbell getting a little closer. Fought that one off at 95.
Yeah, there was a lot of Justin Verlander talk before the game. Obviously, Alex Cora has a history of him. He was going back about when that 2017, what it was the waiver trade deadline when Houston picked up Verlander.
Payoff, grounded foul, third base side.
Which brought me back great memories of the old waiver trade deadline, which, of course, you have now it's just one trade deadline, usually at the end of July or early August. And they used to be where then you had another trade deadline that stretched all the way into August, but you have the only players that cleared waivers.
Another 3-2 is swung on, hit high in the air, left field and deep, off the bat of Campbell, over the left center field wall, and onto the berm. Christian Campbell wins a 10-pitch battle with Justin Verlander and takes him deep. Sox lead 2-0 in the first.
That has to feel good for Christian Campbell. Didn't play yesterday, makes a trip up to Lakeland here, hits second, trying to make his mark. We talked about guys leaving the WBC, how Campbell was probably going to be at the top of the list in terms of getting a chance to make an impression, and got the ball in the air, pull side, berm, boom.
Alex Cora clapping his hands as Campbell trotted towards him after crossing the plate. As now Max Ferguson steps in, and he pops it up foul behind the plate. I mean, that's it. You don't want to make too much or too little of anything on March 6th, but you could argue that those 4 minutes of that at bat are something that we haven't seen from Christian Campbell yet this spring until now. The 0-1, Ferguson hits it high left side, foul side of third, McGonigal over, shading his eyes, he looks and he runs out of room, 6th row foul ball. I mean, that's 10 pitches. He gets to 2-1, and then it's 2-2. He fouls off 2 fastballs, 1 changeup, 1 slider, and then got a sweeper that he needed to turn on, and he did. And he went 394 to left center.
It's pretty good. The American flag blowing straight out that way didn't hurt.
0-2, chop back foul.
But it was, I think the biggest thing, Coop, is that he got the ball in the air. He has to keep getting the ball in the air, and that's what he wasn't done. And he talked about how this was the reasons why he moved his hands down, because he felt by having his hands up last year in Worcester, it was the motion, everything was so herky-jerky where you're just sort of ending up pounding in the ground.
0-2, swing and a miss. Ferguson chased the changeup down and away, and that is out number 1 for Justin Verlander. I think they're going to either talk to him or take him out of the inning. Tigers have a bullpen arm up. I don't think they want Verlander throwing beyond 22 pitches in an inning. And so, A.J. Hinch is going to take Verlander off the mound. And despite what just happened, here is the ovation from these Tigers fans. Whole lot of people with some old jerseys that they dusted off today to watch Justin Verlander pitch. Chance we might see him again. It is his spring debut, and if that's it, pretty cool to see. Christian Campbell takes him deep. The Tigers go to the bullpen. Sox lead 2-0. We'll step aside for a pitch break on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
There's a lot to love about. There's a lot to love about you.
You don't want want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Love all the 2026 Subaru Forester or Forester Hybrid have to offer, like standard, symmetrical, all-wheel drive. Buy with as low as 0.9% financing or lease for as low as $249 per month. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Hey guys, it's Courtney. Did you know Verizon Home Internet covers more homes with faster speeds across the country than any other provider? Now you can get award-winning Fios Internet for just $20 a month for 3 years. Switch today and enjoy savings you can count on. Verizon Home Internet consists of Fios and 5G home. Availability varies. Comparison based on FCC BDS data of home internet providers and download speeds over 50 Mbps. June 2025. Limited time offer for eligible new customers. Fios $20 monthly plan with auto pay, mobile phone plan, mobile plus home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. 3-year price guarantee applies only to the then current base monthly rate for Fios. Additional terms apply.
Tigers go to their bullpen. Justin Verlander out after 22 pitches, and Christian Campbell took him deep. A 2-run shot, 394 feet to left center field. A ball that left the bat at 102, so no question that's a home run swing. And the Red Sox lead 2-0. Connor Wong will face a new Detroit Tigers arm, minor leaguer Moises Rodriguez. With 1 out in the top of the first inning. Right versus right. And the first pitch from Rodriguez to Connor is inside for ball 1.
Well, because we're the only place that you can consume what is happening on the baseball field today back at home. Let me paint the picture. There's a lot of 80-grade clouds in the sky. Puffy clouds sprinkled in with some blue sky.
Pitch high and tight.
Winds blowing out to left field right where Christian Campbell expertly got it up into that jet stream a little bit off the end of the bat. Red Sox wearing the red uniforms. Tigers wearing the orange uniforms, I think. I mean, I'm colorblind.
Pitch is swung on and missed 2-1. I'll confirm that.
Okay.
It's like traffic cone orange.
Yeah. The pink orange. Sometimes orange looks pink to me.
Huh. So like right now, what do you see?
Orange. No, I see orange. Yeah.
2 balls and 1 strike pitch. Connor Wong fouls it back.
I came up here because we had to do the game. And also I stayed overnight in Tampa. So Yeah. So, but I also, like, one of the things I was really looking forward to besides Verlander was seeing Kevin McGonigal. Who's going to be when's he going to be up the next inning?
2-2, swing and a miss. Wong strikes out. He's batting 6th today.
Yeah, but you're going to see him bump up. If you want to guess about Rookie of the Year, now he's still trying to make the Tigers. Like I said, number 2 overall prospect in baseball behind Connor Griffin. But he would be a good bet to latch on to. I mean, this guy, Sam Dykstra of MLB Pipeline, said it's the best hitting prospect that he's seen in the 2020s.
Mickey Gasper batting, nobody on, 2 down. From the left, he takes a called strike 1. Sam said that, huh? Wow.
Yeah, great back-to-ball skills, as we said. Hit a 460-foot home run the other day. Everybody's just talking about how everything he hits is hard.
Pitch is swung on and popped up into center field. Parker Meadows steps back, waves everyone away. There's no one near him, but he makes the catch and ends the inning. Sox get 2 on a 2-run homer for Christian Campbell off of Justin Verlander. As we go to the bottom of the first inning, Connolly Early will be on the mound for the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
The BMF Championship, truly the stuff of legends to let the world know who's the baddest mother.
That's a real warrior. That's a BMF.
Saturday, March 7th on Paramount Plus.
Here we go.
2 legends.
2 of the most exciting men to ever fight will meet again. I'm right here. Let's go.
1 legacy.
The famed BMF belt is on the line. Legends never die.
Max Holloway, Charles Oliveira.
Welcome to the history books.
For the BMF title, Saturday, March 7th at 9 on Paramount Plus.
Do you spend half your day walking or standing while working? If you have foot, knee, or low back pain, the Good Feet store wants to help you like we helped Tony.
Pain that I experience the most is foot pain from being on my feet all day. You're having to kind of talk to yourself through the whole shift, like, I got this, I can do this. Before, I felt defeated, and now it's like, all right, let's go. I'm ready. A whole new life, like sunshine coming on.
And here's Dennis.
working at an amusement park, it's always on your feet. I just couldn't take it. I just couldn't believe that putting these arch supports in made that much of a difference that quickly. Good Feet just took that pain away, and I could do my job, and I could take care of my family. I know what my tomorrow's going to be. It's going to be positive, and it's going to be pain-free.
You deserve a better life, too. Stop into the Good Feet store today. We have 10 locations throughout Boston and southern New Hampshire to serve you.
Doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Third start of the spring for Connolly Early. Faces Kerry Carpenter to start the day in the bottom of the first inning. Sox leading 2-0. And Connolly misses up and in with the sinker to go 1-0. And the left-hand hitting right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. Red Sox and Tigers from Joker Marchant Stadium in Lakeland. The 1-0. And the pitch is on the outside corner. Another sinker at 91.5 miles an hour to make it 1-1.
92, 91. That's where he's sitting right now. But, you know, talking to the people who watched Connolly Early for Detroit at the end of the regular season last year, they're like, this guy, he's not making the team?
Huh. The 1-1 is swung on, hit right side and through past the dive of Hickey and down the right field line. One hopped into right. Braden Ward got to it and got it in fast. That's a single for Kerry Carpenter, who's done a whole lot of that the last couple of years.
Yeah, a little bit of I think it's an 83-mile-an-hour curveball. Just saw it over the plate. Carpenter reaches out past the diving Hickey, and you know, that's one thing. Connolly Early, he has a lot of pitches. You know, it's just finding the ones that are most effective and which one he can ride. But that everybody said last year, Coop. Like, the great thing is all those pitches, they're almost equally as good.
Faces Dylan Dingler now, the right-hand hitting DH today. And Dingler fouls back a four-seamer. First four-seamer of the day from Connolly at 94. It's the amazing thing. 6 different pitches. He's had them all working early in spring training. Every time I say early, it's not a pun, I swear. 2 scoreless against Tampa on the 23rd of February, and then 5 days later struggled a little bit in that outing against the Twins. Gets a ground ball foul third base side. It's 0-2 on Dylan Dingler.
Yeah, I think that with a couple weeks left here, there's no question that probably the favorite to win that 5th spot is Oviedo after that Cooper Boardman's favorite outing of all time.
Best 3 innings I've seen all March. The count's 0-2. Connolly Early against Dingler. Pitch swung on, grounded right to shortstop. Could be 2. Capper second, 1. McDonough to first. It's a double play. 6-4-3. A ground ball for Connolly Early, and he does what he does for the first 2 outs of the outing.
Well, we get our first Vinny Capra sighting after we told him that we were very knowledgeable about his history.
I think he was aware.
Yeah, he was very aware. And what we're talking about, of course, is he led the Cactus leading home runs last year in spring training, outpacing Cal Raleigh.
Spencer Torkelson bats. He takes a fastball away. It's 95 from Early. Against Torkelson, he hit 31 home runs last year for the second time in his career. 2020 number 1 overall pick, who played like it really for the first time last year. Pitch is a strike, slider to get to 1-1.
That was a huge difference maker for them, wasn't it, though? Torkelson emerging.
They gotten 31 homers from him 2 years before, but they had gotten pretty much nothing else from him offensively. Counts 1-1. Pitch bounced in low, 2-1, but he's talked a lot about his maturity coming out of Arizona State, just learning how to fail at the big league level. He was in AAA with Toledo, probably later than a lot of people thought he was gonna, but you're right. He, among many others taking big steps, changed who they were last year. 2-1 count. Early winds and deals. And the pitch inside at 95 again to go 3-1 on Torkelson.
Well, the guy, Coop, that they could really use taking a step this year is Colt Keith. Colt Keith is the guy they gave a pretty significant extension to well before he was anyone thought he would get an extension.
3-1. That is called low on a change. Early kind of turned in, and home plate umpire Jacob Metz didn't decide to challenge. And that's a walk for Early, who threw 4 balls. All of them were very close to the zone.
Another curveball right there. Was Colt Keith a MLB service time extension guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
6 years, I think $29 million. So it's not like they gave him a crazy amount of money, but they obviously gave him a long-term deal. Riley Green bats now, left-hand hitting left fielder, and Early steps off, throws over. I mean, Keith last year was an above-average offensive player. He was a perfectly fine defensive second baseman. But he's the guy, to your point, with the most questions on their roster going into the year.
Well, right now he's their third baseman.
Early delivers. Green checks a swing and takes a called strike slider over the outside corner, left on left.
Which, of course, was why a lot of people thought that Tigers might get in the Alex Bregman sweepstakes this year, but didn't seem like certainly as much as they were the year before.
Man off, first 2 down. The 0-1 from Connolly Early is a curveball low, 1-1.
He's really trying to work that curveball in. That one was a little bit better, just missed.
Threw a ton of fastballs and a ton of changeups in his last outing. Changeup he threw 8 times for 8 strikes 5 days ago. Pitch here, check swing, and Green did not go. And a sinker running in on him. It's 2-1. Early's also thrown the sinker a lot more today than we're used to seeing.
Yeah, you know, I think that he's already left a pretty positive impression, not only that last year, but in this year's spring training.
2-1. He ran a sinker inside again, and it's 3-1.
And if you know, him and Peyton Tolley are going to be linked for a while. It's not just because they take photos together. It's because, you know, they are the future, man. Like, they are the potential.
3 balls and a strike. Early's pitch is right there. Slider over the outer half to go full on Riley Green.
What's interesting to me is talking to some of the people with the Twins when they were talking about the Joe Ryan negotiations, that the one guy that the Red Sox did not introduce was Conley Early.
Runner's going to go from first. 3-2-2 out. Pitch. Foul back. Big swing there from Green. Makes sense. I mean, you know, of all the guys, he you know, the word floor has been thrown around a lot, but his floor is very clear, right? He could pitch in the big leagues tomorrow, you know, over 100+ innings. I think you feel really good about what you get. See if that happens. Another payoff pitch, and it's grounded right side, and Nathan Hickey dropped it, but he picks it up with his glove and steps on first to end the inning for Connolly Early. He goes 17 pitches, walks 1, nothing more. As we go to the second, Red Sox leading 2-0 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you need a new appliance, this is your sign. Shop at Lowe's now to get up to 35% off and next-day delivery on hundreds of major appliances. A new appliance now means an easier to-do list later. Our best lineup is at Lowe's. Valid through 3/18 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Order by 4 p.m. Available Monday through Saturday. Subject to availability. Fees, exclusions, and restrictions apply. See Lowes.com/appliance delivery for more details.
Day or night, Verbo Care is here 24/7 to help make every part of your seamless. If anything comes up, or you simply need a little guidance, support is ready whenever you reach out. From the moment you book to the moment you head home, we're here to help things run smoothly. Because a great trip starts with the right support. And hey, a good playlist doesn't hurt either.
Hey, Rob Bradford here. Join me, Joe Kelly, and others in the Awaken 180 Baseballs and Boring Best Shape of Your Life Challenge. Let's share our goals, progress, and encourage each other to reach those goals by opening day. Get more information at BB as in Boring on all social channels.
You're listening to Red Sox Spring Training Baseball
on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Justin Verlander's back out there for the Tigers in the second inning. Red Sox lead 2-0. First pitch from Verlander. is a fastball right down the middle against Nathan Hickey. Verlander threw 22 pitches in the first inning. They lifted him from the game because they don't want him throwing more than that in an inning. But they had a minor leaguer finish the first. Now he's back out there. And he winds and deals. The 0-1 is high, 1-1.
There are some rules like that one that we just sit there and say, why didn't we do this all along? And what I'm talking about is being able to take a pitcher out in the inning if the pitch count is going up.
No brainer. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch from Verlander is inside. I mean, twice this week, especially with like big names, right? Garrett Crochet the other day at JetBlue, and Verlander here today. Like, Verlander would have had to go to the bullpen and finish throwing the number of pitches that he needed to, and nobody would have been able to watch it. Wow. 2-1. Pitch is swung on, hit high down the right field line off the bat of Hickey, but he was early, and it hooks foul.
There are some rules also that the Major League Baseball instituted that are saying, why did you do that? The one that jumps to mind, I remember when they were first stressing over time again, trying to think of stuff. The first one they did was limit walk-in music. Limit this time of the walk-in music. It was crazy.
2-2 is swung on and miss. Hickey strikes out, and there's one away in the second inning. Third strikeout against the Red Sox, second for Verlander.
It was...
They limited the walk-in music?
Yeah, so they cut it off after 15 seconds. So I think Matt Campbell back in the day was a big guy who, you know, he would be dancing up to the plate. But obviously that's not going to cut off anything significantly.
Vinny Capra takes a curveball for a strike.
And we immediately ran down and talked to Shane Victorino because, you know, he has the Three Little Birds song. He was like, that's stupid. I'm paraphrasing, but...
So at least cleaning it up a little bit. The 0-1 is on the inner half, a strike, 0-2.
We were down there in the dugout talking about these things, about, you know, the evolution of baseball and why. I can't remember how it came up, but I had brought up the cleat thing about how it wasn't that long ago that Major League Baseball didn't allow more than 2 colors on a cleat.
No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch to Vinny Capra is swung on, hit high in the air, center field. Parker Meadows, the center fielder, slowly to his right, puts it away and basically straight away center for the second out of the second inning. Right, it could be black, white, or like a third color?
No. It could only be your team's 2 colors.
Gotcha.
So you couldn't have a third color, and certainly you couldn't have anything like they have now, which it was. And the person who first brought it to my attention was David Price. He's like, what are we doing? Like, this is what kids want.
Alan Castro swings and misses.
This is what, you know, you look at the NBA and kids immediately look at the footwear of these guys and try to emulate that and buy it and follow the game because of it. Major League Baseball figured it out.
0-1. Castro cuts and misses. And it's 0-2. Chase to change up.
We've done it.
Mickey Gaspard might have had the line of the day, though, today in the dugout. I got to say it, right? I think it's okay, right?
You're cool.
Yeah, so he was sitting in the dugout and somebody yelled, Castro, Castro, Castro. And he's like, he just sat there just laughing. So he must think I'm like Fidel Castro.
2's up and in. 1-2. I was like, I don't see the resemblance there.
Yeah. He's a good guy, man. So he just deadpans everything.
So good. Well, first the guy goes, Castro, Castro, and he goes, who?
Yeah.
1-2. Alan Castro hits a fly ball in the left field. Way up there for Riley Green, who waves everybody away and makes the catch, finding the sun for 1-2-3 inning for Justin Verlander, who's about to get his 5th standing ovation of the day from the Tigers fans. We go to the bottom of the second. Red Sox leading 2-0 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hi, this is Stephen Goulston. Homeowners choose Mario's Roofing because we're fair, honest, and provide quality services. Call Mario's Roofing today for a free estimate. 781-344-2420. Mario's Roofing. We won't soak you to keep you warm and dry.
When you're on the go, count on Mass General Brigham Health Plan with 24/7 support, helpful digital tools, and world-class providers. We offer coverage for individuals, families, employers, and retirees, all connected to one of the world's leading healthcare systems. Whether you're playing pickleball in Boston Seaport or hiking with your dog up Mount Wachusett, you can be free to live in your moment. Learn more at massgeneralbrighamhealthplan.org.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with a special message for any local business owner looking to diversify your income. Amazon Hub Delivery is making it easy to earn extra money. When you partner with Amazon Hub Delivery, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra income and exposure for your business. There's no upfront cost, no delivery experience, and no long-term contracts required. Get started today at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Support is available 24/7 with VerboCare. We're here day or night, ready whenever you need help, because a great trip starts with the right support.
Hey, Doc, nice office. Quick question. If you had to choose, would you give yourself a root canal or run payroll?
Run payroll, no question.
Seriously? Have you run payroll before?
Paying my team with Gusto couldn't be easier. Gusto gives me unlimited payroll runs, next day direct deposits, and automatically files my taxes. Saves me time.
Wow, that's nice.
Over here, Doc. Can I run payroll too?
Choose payroll without the pain. Visit gusto.com/small business to sign up for free.
You're listening to live play-by-play action of the Boston Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Connolly early starts with a fastball high to Jake Rogers in the second inning. Counts 1-0 against a right-hand hitting catcher. And the second pitch is a changeup low. And it's 2-0 for Connolly. Red Sox leading the Tigers 2-0. Early's thrown a fastball as hard as 95 miles an hour for those of you on Velo Watch. 2-0. And he misses low with a 93-mile-an-hour fastball, but the Red Sox are challenging. Connor Wong taps his head. So it's called the ball, called 3-0 on the field by Jacob Metz. We'll look at the board again, and that's got the bottom of the zone turned over. So it goes from 3-0 to 2-1. And Brett, for the Red Sox, have 3 dings. They're 3 for 3.
Early and often, man. Early and often. They said coming out of the gate. This is like full court pressing in the first quarter. ABS all the time.
2 balls and 1 strike pitch. That's definitely outside with the slider, 3-1.
And once again, I'll say it like that Jacob Metz, the home plate ump, can't be feeling good about himself right now.
No.
He's 0 for 3. Red Sox are 3 for 3.
Pitch, swinging a chopper foul third base side. I said it earlier, the hope is that once you get one wrong near the bottom of the zone, you get the information that, you know, the bottom of the zone is where it is, and he's got another one wrong.
Well, one of the things I started talking with Jake Rogers this morning about was that what we were talking about, how the catchers now are supposed to drop their glove and then come up. So to gauge where that is a little bit more difficult.
3-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. Early's got a K. Ran 95 by Rogers on a 4-seamer for the first strikeout of Connolly's day. And now we get to see the man you came here for, Kevin McGonigal.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to, what is he, 85?
85.
Yeah, he's going to get that 85 off his, I mean, it's tucked into his pants.
Standing at 5'10", allegedly, left-hand hitter. And he got hit. Oh, man, and it hit him right on that front elbow. Looks down at it. I don't think it got his hand. He kind of bent over.
I think he got his left forearm, honestly, and there's no padding on it.
A.J. Hinch is out, looking at his forearm. McGonigal showing it to the trainer.
Yeah,
exactly where,
yeah, he's pointing right to that. I mean, yeah, you just... I just really, like, I'm so high on this kid just because of the way that he plays, what everybody says about him. And everyone talks about Connor Griffin, the #1 prospect in baseball, which is great. And we're going to get a chance to see him on Sunday. But you talk about 2 ends of the spectrum in terms of physical stature.
McGonigal finished the conversation. He goes down to first base. That's good news for anybody involved in baseball. #2 prospect in baseball over there. He leads off from first with Connolly looking right at him. 1 out. The pitch to Max Anderson is line foul, third base side. Yeah, you're right. Connor Griffin, the 400-something foot home runs and the physique to match. And then this kid, who, again, you said it, like 5'9", 5'10", got a little Pedroia in the way that he moves. The 0-1. It's down and in, 1-1.
And boy, my eyes lit up when I was talking to him this morning, and we mentioned Pedroia, and he's like, actually, last night I went down the rabbit hole of watching Dustin Pedroia highlights. I'm like, this couldn't be timed any better. It's, I said old man yelling clouds. I was like, oh, Larry, I did that with Larry Bird all the time.
1-1. Pitch hit high, fell off to the right. And he went, who's Larry Bird?
No. Believe me, it crossed my mind. It crossed my mind. But we all have these guys, and, you say, well, who do you watch and who do you just love watching? You say, that guy is so unique the way he plays. And McGonigal, who was a huge Chase Utley fan, loves Dustin Pedroia.
Early steps off, beams a throw over there.
And I told you, I think that, then I went to Max Clark and asked him, and he's the other top prospect for the Tigers. Who do you watch? He's like, I watch Mookie Betts, but he hits from the right side, so I have to flip him around on my phone. I'm like, I paused. I did not say, how do you do that?
1-2. Pitch is swung on, line into right field, base hit for Max Anderson. McGonigal around second. He'll go to third. It's a hit by pitch and then a single for Anderson. And the Tigers have men on the corners with one out the second.
Yeah, that play wasn't close, but you still got a Kevin McGonigal dive head first into third base, which is, that's another feather in his cap.
And it didn't need to, just wanted to get the pants dirty.
I did want to ask Max Clark, what level of iPhone do you need to be able to flip around Mookie Betts' swing?
I don't.
I mean, I'm asking you. You're a young guy.
No, I know. Theoretically, I should know how to do that. I have no idea how to do that without, editing software.
Sounds like a good Sox booth poll.
Parker Meadows swinging a ground ball. Bouncer to second, could be two. McDonough second, one. Capper to first. It's a double play again. Second DP for Connolly early, who turns and gives his infield a round of applause. 4-6-3. And he ends up stranding McGonigal at third base. To the third we go. Red Sox still leading 2-0 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Create a space you can't wait to be in. It all starts at Frank Webb Home. With personal service and expert guidance at our local showrooms, we can help you find the bath, kitchen, and lighting solutions you need to enhance your space. With more selection and more expertise. Personal service to help you find your personal style. Visit frankweb.com to schedule a free consultation in one of our 48 showrooms across the Northeast. Make yourself at home at Frank Webb Home.
Support is available 24/7 with VerboCare. We're here day or night, ready whenever you need help. Because a great trip starts with the right support.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait and don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
You're listening to Red Sox Spring Training Baseball
on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Justin Verlander on for a third inning of work. He starts it with a swing and a miss against Tyler McDonough. Red Sox leading the Tigers 2-0 on a Friday afternoon from Lakeland, Florida. Winds and deals. A 1 check swing. Did he go? McDonough did not. And it's 1-1.
Do we have a Kate Upton sighting? No. Don't pretend like you aren't looking.
I have not yet seen her.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of old dudes in Verlander's jersey.
Same thing.
1-1. Pitch is cut on and missed. It's cool to just sit here and watch this dude go to work. I mean, he looks the same as he's always looked. There's something very familiar, and anybody who's watched baseball over the last 20, 25 years knows it, in the way that he moves. Like, you could look, I was standing on the concourse before the game as a 1-2 is swung on, knockback foul by McDonough. And, like, you look out in the deep center field and you watch him walk and you're like, that's Justin Verlander. Like, there's nobody quite like him.
And the simplicity of his delivery, too, is very noticeable, I guess.
Yeah.
With the hands out in front, drops the hands down to the waist. It's kind of simple, but very unique, I guess, in regards to his knowing it's him.
1-2's outside, 2-2.
And we were talking before about in 2017 when he came to the Houston Astros, waiver. It was really like the last big waiver deadline, trade deadline move ever.
2-2 from him to McDonough. Here it comes. Check swing. McDonough went around. Ball's in the dirt, so Jake Rogers gets an outside target, slings it over there, and finishes off another Verlander strikeout. His third of the afternoon. And there's one away in the third inning.
I think that the headliner in that trade, we have to look it up, Daz Cameron, who is Mike Cameron's son,
who at one point was a top prospect. One down, nobody on. Back to the top of the lineup in Braden Ward, who worked a walk against Verlander. Pitch, Ward squared to bunt, pulled back, and takes a fastball high for ball one.
Yeah, and Daz was a former first-round pick, and I think he's playing in Japan this year, getting some time a little bit with the A's. Yeah, that August 31st, 2017 trade. Jake Rogers also in that deal.
Be Verlander's catcher. 1-0. Ward bunts it up the first baseline. No man's land. A second. Glove flip. Not in time from Max Anderson, who took a step onto the grass in one fell swoop, swept it to first. Torkelson stretched, but Braden Ward was too fast. He's on for a second time.
First of all, what a great play by Anderson to sprint in and try to get him, because I thought he had no chance between Verlander and Torkelson, obviously playing where they were playing. But, Coop, we talk about the stolen bases, is how this guy might be the first guy ever to steal 30 bases in spring training. We don't have that as like a historical thing, but we're guessing at it.
Pitch is outside to Christian Campbell.
But I know one thing. He's going to set the Grapefruit League record for most drag bunts.
This is entirely anecdotal. I think he already has.
Yeah, no, I think it's true.
And he's stealing. The pitch is low. The throw to second is not in time. Rinse, repeat, again, and again.
It is amazing.
Again.
I want one time when Braden Ward is up to the other team actually to know what is to expect. And I know that scouting reports, there's not a lot of shifting and all that stuff. But this is ridiculous. I mean, he's getting on first base easily, and then he's getting on second base even more easily.
2-0. Christian takes low. Now moves to 3-0.
Now he's probably going to advance to third just as easy.
Stole twice yesterday against JT Realmuto's. Got among the best pop times in baseball. Takes two off of Jake Rogers. 3-0. Pitches a fastball low, ball 4. So Christian Campbell, 2 plate appearances against Justin Verlander. 10 pitch and then home run. And now 4 pitch walk.
That's a good sign. And also won a challenge along the way. It's interesting that he came up for this game. Typically they just keep the same group. They didn't get a hotel up this far up in Florida. But Christian Campbell came up just for today.
Pitch to Max Ferguson's cut on and miss.
Well, I don't know if he came up this morning or last night. Probably last night, right?
Get a nice night in St. Pete.
Tampa, yeah.
Ward off second. Campbell leading off of first. 1 out, the 0-1. And Ferguson takes a pitch that was called the ball. 4-seamer towards the inner half. No challenge for the Tigers, who have not yet used one. And the count's 1-1.
It is heartening, I guess, to see when we have to drive by Tropicana Field that the roof is back on.
1-1. Pitch is fouled back. I mean, last year you drive by that and it would like literally send like a shiver up your spine to not see the roof on that building. I know people saw it on the internet, but like it was like ghost-like.
Yeah, and I think that people who saw that probably were thinking, well, that's it for Tropicana Field.
Verlander steps off, looks to runners back.
And I know a lot of people don't like Tropicana Field. We mentioned the Tokyo Dome. I'll take Tropicana Field over the Tokyo Dome every time.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 men on. Pitch from Verlander to Ferguson. And that swung on and missed. Slider down and in for another Verlander strikeout. And that is going to be his 50th and final pitch of the day. He's only had 5 standing ovations. Hinch goes out there. And I think we're about to hear our 6th and final for Justin Verlander. They rise as one again, and here you go. Sixth standing ovation, and it is the 6th of many for him this year. Touches the brim of his cap to acknowledge, goes in, and gets his final fist bumps of the day. Justin Verlander goes off. Red Sox will put Connor Wong at the plate when we return, leading 2-0 on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Looking to get rid of all of the junk after the snow melts? Look no further than E.L. Harvey. The team at E.L. Harvey are the waste management experts in Boston and throughout Massachusetts, with their partner companies with waste and recycling options for everyone, from homeowners to businesses and contractors. They are committed to keeping our beautiful community clean and green. Visit elharvey.com to schedule a dumpster rental now. For all of your waste and recycling needs, visit elharvey.com. That's elharvey.com.
There's a lot to love about. There's a lot to love about you.
You don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Love all the 2026 Subaru Forester or Forester Hybrid have to offer, like standard, symmetrical, all-wheel drive. Buy with as low as 0.9% financing or lease for as low as $249 per month. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Justin Verlander's day is done for the Detroit Tigers. He'll finish with 50 pitches. And really the only blemish, 4 strikeouts on top of it, the only blemish, Christian Campbell's 2-run home run off of him. Red Sox have 2 men on here in the 3rd inning. They lead 2-0. And Connor Wong takes his 2nd at bat of the day. Right-hand hitting catcher against a new Tiger reliever, Drew Anderson, who they paid coming back from Korea, former major leaguer of 3 years ago. Right-handed reliever, the pitch is a big curveball outside for ball 1 to Connor. Still waiting for Wong to get the bat rolling here in spring training.
You wonder if there's a competition there, right?
1 ball, no strikes. And Anderson spins and looks back to second. Yeah, Narvaez is going to be the opening day starting catcher, but I think there's at least a competition for time, right? How often can Connor Wong hit his way into the lineup?
Well, no, I don't think there's a competition for time. The time is going to go to Narvaez. But the thing is that you don't want to wear down Narvaez. In this day and age of baseball, that doesn't happen anymore. You aren't having these catchers roll out for 150 games. If you are, you're probably not doing them a service.
Second pitch was a strike, and the count's 1-1. Pitch outside, 2-1. So you think competition for who the backup catcher is?
Well, I mean, I think still Connor Wong has a strong inside track, but there was some talk last year.
2-1. Did he go on a check swing? Tigers didn't point down. I didn't see a. Yeah, now they point down. Yeah, he went clearly. They point down at Mark Wegner, and the count moves to 2-2.
Even in the offseason, there was some talk that they might be in the market for a backup catcher. Remember, I mean, the Real Muto stuff never made any sense, any interest in him. But Connor Wong feels like he's back.
Pitch low, 3-2.
I mean, that thing he had with his hand last year. Oh, there you go.
Stolen base again. A little delayed steal from Braden Ward, and they're going to put him back on second base.
Why?
I honestly was looking to the right. I don't know exactly what just happened there. Maybe time had been called?
I mean, that's what they have to be saying. I thought it was just a delayed steal where he just caught him lollygagging the ball back to the pitcher.
I think Rogers was changing the baseball, maybe, or thought about it. Whatever. Runners go. And the pitch, chop foul, third base side.
But to complete the Connor Wong conversation, he really was struggling with that hand thing that he had last year, and that affected him for the second half of the year. He feels like he's past that, but, you know, it would be nice to see some production here in spring training.
Guy who had been a good offensive player in his minor league career and in the big leagues for points. 3-2, swing and a miss. He got a tip, though, on it. Catcher dropped the baseball. I mean, in 2024, Connor Wong played in 126 games, and his slash line was 280, 333, and 425. Like, he wasn't just a good offensive player. He was a really good offensive catcher.
And I tell you what, we talk about McGonigal hitting a 460-foot home run, being a short guy. Wong hit one that was, I'll never forget.
3-2, he chased this one, struck out swinging on a fastball up and away. That ends the inning. Sox put 2 on and chase Verlander. Nothing more. We go to the bottom of the third inning with the Red Sox leading 2-0 on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Southeastern Mass. Looking to get rid of all that junk after the snow melts? Look no further than E.L. Harvey. The team at E.L. Harvey are the waste management experts based in Southern Mass with waste and recycling options for everyone, from homeowners to businesses and contractors. They are committed to keeping our beautiful community clean and green. Visit elharveynewbedford.com to schedule a dumpster rental now. For all of your waste and recycling needs, visit elharveynewbedford.com. That's elharveynewbedford.com.
Support is available 24/7 with VerboCare. We're here day or night, ready whenever you need help, because a great trip starts with the right support.
At some health systems, cancer care can make you feel like a number. At South Coast Health Cancer Care, you're more than a diagnosis. We offer the most advanced treatments and the latest surgical advancements, led by a connected team of experts who not only see your cancer, but all of you. Because healing isn't just medicine, it's compassion, it's connection, it's care that knows your story and walks along with you. We are South Coast Health Cancer Care. Visit southcoast.org/cancercare.
What if you could have the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most, that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense, and that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family's banking on bandwidth. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included.
Plus, get online in no time with same-day Wi-Fi.
Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger, but your Wi-Fi, it would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity, imagine that.
Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025. Actual speeds vary. Xfinity Internet powered by fiber and connected to the premises by coaxial cable.
You're listening to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Connolly Early's third inning begins with a fly ball deep towards center. Christian Campbell went back, now comes in, and now still in. He makes the catch. That was maybe not the most confident route in the world. He went straight back really fast, slowly in, then fast again, but he ends up making the catch pretty easily for the first out of the third inning.
I love the way that Connolly Early sort of exudes confidence. I mean, he did last year. He wasn't fazed by anything. But even in this spring training game, you see him just sort of strutting around the mound, complete control, very, very controlled in everything that he's doing.
Starts Gary Carpenter with a strike.
In 95, that's jumped up a few miles per hour in the last couple innings. But, you know, just very calm, like very smooth. It's good to see. You know, not everybody has to be that way. But I think it shows sort of his demeanor, because he was that way even in the biggest games in the Major League mounds.
As a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the third, the 0-1. That's a slider down and away to Carpenter. I mean, he's a guy with a lot of answers, right? You said it earlier. He's got 6 pitches, and all of them grade out as, average to above average pitches. He's got command to all those.
And when he answers, he always says, sir, at the end.
Yeah. He's just, and you're right. You see it in the way his body moves on the mound. Like, there's just not a lot of extra movement or anything. 1-1. Pitch is cut on him. Miss 96, so that's the hardest fastball of his day. And you're right. There's like something very controlled about the way that he is. He gets the ball. He walks right back up on the mound. He gives the slightest nod to his catcher, Connor Wong. He steps and he deals. And the 1-2 is on the inside corner. Strike 3. Curveball to set down Carpenter, who gave a look back at Connolly as he walked to the dugout like, how did that happen? There you go. Strikeout for early. Let's pause for station ID in the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
We are your home for Boston College football, basketball, baseball, and hockey. WEEI AM, Boston, an Odyssey station.
Connolly against Dylan Dingler, and early misses outside with the change.
Well, if you want the textbook at bat for Connolly early, it was that last one against Kerry Carpenter, where he comes in with 96-mile-an-hour riding fastball.
1-0 fouled off to the right.
And then he drops that curveball, which you kind of trying to get a feel of for the first couple innings, but boom. That's good stuff right there.
I enjoy the quote from him that he said coming into camp. Sometimes you get swing and miss, and sometimes you don't. I'm more focused on getting guys out. 1-1, that's a strike.
But what's his underlying stats?
Well, they're pretty good.
Yeah, well, you know what he just told me? He told me the most important thing, which is outs, preventing runs. We get time to talk about this.
1-2's up and away, 2-2.
This is going to be our trademark 8th and 9th inning conversation.
I'd say we're like, I don't know, what do you think, an hour and a half from that?
Yeah, that's okay.
Join us at 3:30.
In case people miss, I was yelling at Cooper. I apologize if I ruffled any feathers.
That's it. You didn't ruffle mine, but I was getting some tweets about it. Pitch is low.
Do they agree with me or you?
Mixed bag.
Okay.
Mixed bag.
I will say what I came away from, I realized the underlying is a trigger word for me.
Yeah. And now I'm trying to work it in as much as possible. Counts 3-2. Pitch. Swinging a fly ball high and foul off to the right from Dylan Dingler.
Well, to change the subject, how about Masa Yoshida?
What's his BABIP, man?
What's his FIP above 4?
Poor Quinn Priester. Oh, gosh. 3-2. Pitches swung on and missed. Connolly early got the changeup moving now. Gets Dingler, strikes out 2 in the inning. It just keeps on cooking. Sox lead 2-0 as we head to the 4th inning on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hey, boss. Gotta go.
It's only 11 a.m.
Yeah, it's important, though.
Well, can it wait?
Not really. It's the Nissan Now Sales event. I can save on an award-winning Nissan like the Rogue, new Pathfinder, and Frontier.
Your report is due today.
Yeah, you're right. Nissan is #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power.
This is your job.
Well, it's called Nissan Now, not Nissan Later.
What?
Anywho, don't worry. I'm going to take you for a spin.
Get 0% APR on the 2026 Nissan Rogue, 2026 Nissan Murano, or 2025 Nissan Pathfinder for well-qualified buyers. For J.D. Power 2025 US IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary, subject to INMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 3/31/26.
Studies show that 100% of everybody in the world wants to curl up indoors and do nothing because it's so darn cold out there. That's why many people are turning to Bombas, whose pillowy plush slippers and warm merino wool socks have been said to be the most comfortable in the history of feet. Bombas products have been found to boost coziness by up to 1,000,000%. Okay, enough fake statistics, but could Bombas socks and slippers really be the cure? Go to bombas.com/audio and use code AUDIO for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com and use code AUDIO.
It's Alex Cora. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Mickey Gasper leads off the fourth inning for the Red Sox against Drew Anderson. For the play-by-play, it's Rob Bradford.
Well, thank you, Cooper Boardman. We head to the top of the fourth in Merrimack, New Hampshire. Mickey Gasper steps to the plate. Taking the ball from Drew Anderson. It'll make it 1-1. So, Mickey Gasper, elite mustache, but also very good hitter.
I'll second that.
I mean, that's an 80-grade mustache. Foul ball. Oh, ball, bat leaves Mickey Gasper's hand, flies over to the Tigers dugout. So how they usually have it with the spring training dugout is you'll have the manager, maybe the hitting coach, sitting outside the dugout just behind a little screen, and that it kind of flew right over their heads. They didn't have that screen there. I don't know what might have happened.
That's like it whistled over the sea that Justin Verlander had been sitting in for like half an inning, but this is the first thought I had. I was like, oh, Verlander, he's good.
You were very concerned about Verlander.
Oh, of course.
I mean, as you expertly pointed out, I mean, how many tips of the hat did he have today?
Like 6.
Yes. Mickey Gasper takes the pitch from Drew Anderson. Swing and a miss. 2-2 on Gasper, who has had a really, really good spring. And we talk about that backup catcher competition. You know, with Mickey Gasper, man, like, if you're talking about the catchers outside of Narvaez who've impressed, he has. Anderson fires in, and Mickey Gasper caught looking, pauses, thought for a minute he might have this run of Red Sox challenges continue, but no, just stands for a second and then walks to the dugout. That'll be the first out here in the top of the fourth, with the Red Sox leading 2-0 over the Tigers here at Publix Field, here at Joker Marchand Stadium, here at Tiger Town, USA.
Here on Earth.
Here somewhere near Orlando. Drew Anderson delivers to Nathan Hickey. It is interesting, Coop, where Lakeland is in sort of this no man's land now, a spring training complex, is where it used to be in the heart of it. Anderson delivers to Hickey. That's going to be a ball. 2-0 to Hickey.
Yeah, this is middle of the state, Florida. It feels like. I'm not like a great expert on Florida geography.
No. Yeah, science and geography would suggest you're right. Anderson delivers. Hickey fouls it to the left side. But it used to be, obviously, way back, used to have Winter Haven. You had Baseball City, right? The Royals were somewhere in there. Not too long ago, you had the Braves in Orlando at Disney, which I thought was a perfectly fine park. So 2-1 here on Hickey. Drew Anderson on the mound, 1 out for the Red Sox. And this is a nice park. It's an obviously older ballpark, but they've done a lot of renovations to it. Anderson files in a Hickey foul ball. By the way, all the people back in New England listening, thank you. I hear that we're chipping away at the snow a little bit.
A little bit. Today it's 85 first pitch here. It was 35 when I looked at my weather app at home.
I was trying to be optimistic.
But it will be warm soon, folks.
It will be warm soon. I think there's a warm front coming. But I want to thank everybody for soaking in these words from Cooper Boardman and myself, Rob Bradford. I want to give a shout-out. John Berman's listening, CNN's John Berman, big fan of the Red Sox. Hickey goes deep to right field, but he ranges over, and he's going to get out for number 2, or otherwise known as the second out. Nathan Hickey set down. I thought for a minute, and I got that 438-foot blast the other day in my head from Hickey, so every time he swings, pulls side, I'm thinking, it might go out. But the wind, Coop, is blowing right to left, toward left field. That was not in the jet stream like Christian Campbell's was earlier. Drew Anderson delivers to Vinny Capra, Cactus League hero last year. Home run leader, outpaced Cal Raleigh in home runs for spring training. Anderson delivers another ball to Vinny. 2-0.
It's also this is a poke to get it out of here. Like Comerica, 340 down each line, 420 to dead center.
Anderson delivers. Capra fouls it to the left side. Yeah, I mean, Comerica's all over the place. Way, way back when they first built it, you could see where the wall was, and it was, Juan Gonzalez was like, what are you doing? Like, how you want me to hit a home run here? And then they moved it in dramatically. Anderson delivers to Cap. Ooh, he frees him and look on a curveball right there. Nice pitch, 79 miles an hour. That'll make it 2-2 here with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Red Sox holding a 2-0 lead over the Tigers. Beautiful day, hot day. Capra swings over another breaking ball from Anderson. That'll be it for the Red Sox. They're going to head to the bottom of the 4th, carrying a 2-0 lead over the Detroit Tigers here on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
It's that time of year when your building is working in overdrive and it's not happy. Cold weather, everyone huddled inside. That can all add up to greasy vents, clogged drains, and rebellious laundry stacks giving you attitude. Duggan Mechanical Services tames them before they stage a full-blown uprising. Commercial kitchens, parking garages, rooftops, laundry stacks, Duggan Mechanical handles the mess so you don't have to. Call 855-DUGGAN-1. Duggan Mechanical Services keeps your business flowing.
1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach your friendly live agent. Donation's super easy and your car can be picked up by tomorrow. Call now or go to carsforkids.org.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Just in time for St. Patrick's Day celebrations, corned beef is on sale at Shaws and Star Market. Right now, pick up Signature Select corned beef point cut for just $1.99 a pound when you use a digital coupon. Limit 2 while supplies last. When you shop with the Shaws app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time, order free curbside pickup, or get delivery. We're all Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Celebrate with corned beef. Shaws and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
You're listening to Red Sox Spring Training Baseball on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Here we are at the bottom of the 4th inning. Red Sox holding a 2-0 lead over the Tigers with Conley Early dealing just over 40 pitches out for his 4th inning, facing Spencer Torkelson. Fires another strike in there. It'll be 0-2, and Conley Early's a little bit in the zone. What do you got for me, Coop?
Oh, I got something good for you. Shaws and Star Market has your pasta meal deal, just $5 with the 4U digital coupon. Premio Italian meatballs, Signature Select pasta sauce, and fresh Italian bread.
There you go.
I got more. See store or the app for details.
I knew you had more.
Now I'm done.
All right, well, in that time where we had to get the coupon codes and everything in with an awesome deal, Conley Early bounced one, so it'll be 1-2 to Spencer Torkelson. A hard shot to shortstop, and Capra rounds it, fires over to Nathan Hickey. No problem for the first out of the Red Sox. Again, Conley Early looking good. I think at the beginning of the game, there was a little bit of feeling out process with his off-speed stuff. The fastball wasn't up, and now you're talking about a fastball at 96 miles an hour. You have that changeup. The curveball looks really good. Good stuff.
We stay on velo watch. You're right. 96.2 was his hardest fastball of the day.
Now he faces all-star Riley Green. Ooh, high fastball. Green has to duck out of the way. That was a 93-mile-an-hour pitch. Owning the inside. But Riley Green's like, come on, man. No owning the inside. It's spring training.
It's also early sitting 95 today, which is a half-mile-an-hour tick up from last year.
And he delivers. That's a fastball outside. It'll be 2-0 on Riley Green.
I've had some interesting conversations with pitchers about velocity this spring. You know, you hear it so much like, you know, all right, can we obviously get velocity up every half mile an hour makes a huge difference.
A little bit of a slider, 86 miles an hour, drops it in for a strike, 2-1.
You see it in OPS against, right? The difference between 93, 94, 95, 96 is big, and that's why virtually every pitcher we talk about this spring, it's like, well, how hard can he throw?
Green swings and misses at the aforementioned velocity. That's about 94 miles an hour from Conley Early.
But guys that I've been talking to have said, yeah, it's great to throw harder. Sometimes it's going to be there, sometimes it's not as you go through this process. But the best part about getting stronger...
There's another fastball. That one at 95 blows away Riley Green. That's a pretty good guy to blow away. I mean, you're talking about an all-star Early just dealing, and here comes Alex Cora. That's going to be it for Conley Early. But you talk about the Johan Oviedo outing. This isn't that far off. This
No.
was a really, really impressive outing from Conley Early.
He looked the way he did against the Tigers last year. He looked the way that he looks when he's at his best. But talked about it. The guys have talked about retaining velocity over an outing, and over 51 pitches. He threw his hardest pitches at the end of this outing today.
Absolutely dealing through three and 2/3 innings. Excellent stuff. Gives up 2 hits, no runs. We're going to give way to Seth Martinez. So let's take a quick break here in the Shaw's and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
The holidays are over. The relatives are gone. But in your guest bathroom, something's lingering. Between the potato peels in the disposal and the gifts. You're out of air freshener, you know that? Your family left in the plumbing. Your pipes are screaming for help. Don't DIY your way into a flood. Call the experts at Drains by James. They've seen it all. They've smelt it all and fixed it all. Drains by James. Because let's be honest, they give a poop about your pipes. Check out drainsbyjames.com.
Hey, it's Sean Flaherty, managing partner of Catches Law Group. Every Sunday, the Patriots fight for New England on the field. And every day, Catches Law fights for New Englanders off the field. For over 40 years, we've been more than attorneys. We've been neighbors, parents, fans, and friends. We've fought for hardworking families, injured workers, and people who simply need someone in their corner. That's why the Patriots named us their official law firm. Because when it comes to standing up for our community, Catches Law shows up every day.
Welcome back here to Public Field at Joker Marchand Stadium at Tiger Town, USA in the great city of Lakeland. Red Sox carrying a 2-0 lead here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Conley Early had an outstanding day, 3 2/3 innings, only give up 2 hits, no runs, get the fastball up to 96. Now he gives way to Seth Martinez. But, I mean, we knew yesterday that we were going to have a struggle to find the highlight of the game after the game. This one, you could put this one on the board.
No question.
The highlight of today.
You what?
Put it on the board. I'm just getting ready for the home run call because my guy Jake Rogers is up. But you put it on the board in terms of what we're going to be highlighting at the end of the game. I don't think there's any question about it.
He was awesome.
Seth Martinez to Jake Rogers. Little pop-up, easy play for Nathan Hickey over at first, about 15 feet in back of the bag. So that's going to do it. Seth Martinez does his job, comes in, gets the 1 out, keeps the Tigers without a run. Red Sox carrying a 2-0 lead heading into the top of the 5th here in the Shaw's and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Create a space you can't wait to be in. It all starts at Frank Webb Home. With personal service and expert guidance at our local showrooms, we can help you find the bath, kitchen, and lighting solutions you need to enhance your space. With more selection and more expertise. Personal service to help you find your personal style. Visit frankweb.com to schedule a free consultation in one of our 48 showrooms across the Northeast. Make yourself at home at Frank Webb Home.
Not sure how to tackle your taxes? Are you sweating the small print? You may be experiencing FOMO, the fear of messing up. The answer? Using TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They help you get your biggest refund, and then we help you do more with it. With a personalized plan designed to help you hit your money goals. It's time to take your taxes to the max. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
You have a large sum of cash and it's not earning interest. Then start making money with your money. Open an Elite Money Market account at Eagle Bank. Maintain a minimum daily balance in Eagle Bank's Elite Money Market and earn a 3.49% annual percentage yield. Remember, with Eagle's Elite Money Market, your account is fully insured by the FDIC and DIF. But this rate might not last forever, so start earning a 3.49 APY on your savings now. Open an Elite Money Market account at Eagle Bank.
Eagle Bank, Eagle Bank.
Annual percentage yield is available as of 1/10/26. The Elite Money Market is available to newly deposited funds to Eagle Bank. Minimum balance to open the account is $20,000. For Eagle Bank transfers, a minimum of $20,000 if new money is required. APY is variable and subject to change without notice. If the account balance drops below $20,000, the interest rate and APY revert to 0%. Fees may reduce the earnings on this account. Offer may be withdrawn at any time. Eagle Bank, member FDIC, member DIF.
You're listening to Red Sox Spring Training Baseball
on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Oh, here we go. We're getting fired up for the top of the fifth inning. Red Sox carrying a 2-0 lead over the Detroit Tigers here at another beautiful day. Warm day. What did you say, 85 degrees, Coop?
Dead on.
Okay, 85 degrees. That's Cooper Boardman talking. I'm Rob Bradford. Drew Anderson on the mound for the Tigers after Justin Verlander made his appearance and looked pretty good, but not as good as Conley early. I'll say it. I give the slight edge to Conley. And Alan Castro at the plate right now, hitting from the left side, which, as we have well documented, is his power side. It's going to be, as Coop also documented, it is tough to get it out of this park. Anderson delivers, and there's a little flare. Easy play for the second baseman, a little pop-up. Castro sat down, 1 out.
You mentioned Masataka Yoshida. We got all sorts of WBC updates.
I love it.
Ohtani, grand slam, 13-0 Japan win, easy over Taiwan. Masataka Yoshida, 2 hits, including a double. I tried to call it a triple earlier.
I
but
know,
Alex
Cora said no, but he did text him. The response was always looking for the extra base, something along those lines. There might be some paraphrasing going on there, but Tyler McDonough steps in against Drew Anderson here with a 1 out in the top of the fifth. Red Sox leading 2-0. Nobody on. He takes the ball.
Cuba 3-1 over Panama. Yariel Rodriguez of the Blue Jays, 2 1/3 scoreless innings.
Everyone sleeps on Cuba because they aren't what they used to be, clearly. But still, I mean, they're a talented team. McDonough takes ball 3. 3-0 on Tyler McDonough with Drew Anderson on the mound for the Tigers.
Yohan Moncada home run.
Yeah, I mean, he settled, 1-year deal as strike one. Make the count 3-1 on Tyler McDonough. You know, Yohan Moncada, a guy like that you always follow because of obviously he was a top prospect in baseball. He was in a huge trade. Tyler McDonough, little ground ball, the shortstop, picked cleanly right there, fires to first. That'll be 2 outs. But, you know, I love these. It's funny. Now we're getting up in the middle of the night and we're seeing WBC games because obviously some are overseas and in the middle of the day. It's just great. People, I don't know if I want to say people forget, but when you're in the middle of the WBC, I think everyone underappreciates it until you get there. And now we can appreciate it, right?
Yeah, and it's only going to grow.
I mean, the big U.S. debut against Brazil tonight. Brazil hasn't been in the WBC for 13 years. Is our guy, Braden Ward, chasing the record for stolen bases in spring training. So we have some social media documentation?
I'm deep in the archives right now. Somebody is saying that the spring training record is 16. But I'm trying to find that. I mean, we're the baseball reference. I'm seeing how many clicks I can take to get to the center of Tootsie Pop right now.
Anderson looks in at Ward. Ball outside. That'll make it 1-2. But, yeah, as I said, he's already set the record for most drag bunts in spring training. I mean, it's not even close. What's interesting is that a lot of base stealers don't steal bases in spring training. And there's a high hopper to second, to the pitcher. He gathers it. Even with the speed of Braden Ward, he's not going to be able to beat that throw. That'll be the 3rd out for the Red Sox. 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 5th. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th with the Red Sox holding a 2-0 lead over the Tigers here on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Not sure how to tackle your taxes? Are you sweating the small print? You may be experiencing FOMO, the fear of messing up. The answer? Using TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They help you get your biggest refund, and then we help you do more with it with a personalized plan designed to help you hit your money goals. It's time to take your taxes to the max. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
Here it comes. At T-Mobile, get the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra with Galaxy AI. Okay, we don't need the trumpets. We know it's awesome. You even get a 5-year price guarantee. And the best benefits in wireless. A kazoo? Pre-order and get the new Galaxy S26 Ultra.
Really? Nothing? Did I mention at T-Mobile there's no trade-in needed? Better.
Guarantee excludes taxes and fees. Applies to monthly price of on-network talk, text, and 5G data on the Beyond plan. Benefits vary by plan. May require activation and are based on included perks. Exclusions and details at T-Mobile.com.
This is Anthony Lamacchia of Lamacchia Realty, and I just want to say thank you to the over 6,000 buyers and sellers across New England and South Florida who chose our company for the sale or purchase of their home in 2025. You helped us sell over $3 billion worth of real estate in 1 year. We are here for you in 2026, so visit LaMacchiaRealty.com. That's LaMacchiaRealty.com. And thanks again.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody, to beautiful Lakeland, Florida. Seth Martinez on the mound for the Red Sox. Red Sox carrying a 2-0 lead heading into the bottom of the fifth. Public field. Nice facility, a really nice facility, an older park which they've been able to modernize a little bit. That'll be ball 2 from Martinez to our guy, Kevin McGonigal, a guy that we keep talking about, the number 2 prospect in all of baseball, hitting from the left side. He'll take strike 1, 2-1. As we said the other day, you walk in there and everyone's still talking about against the Dominican Republic the other day, first batter of the game hits 460 feet. And in case people don't know the stature of Kevin McGonigal, there's a reason why he really looks up to Dustin Pedroia is because he's just about the height of Dustin Pedroia. And there's another ball. That'll be ball 4. McGonigal will take first base. His uniform's still dirty from sliding headfirst into third just because.
I've been kind of frustrated with Red Sox pitching today against him. I want to see him hit.
I know. He got hit the first time. There he walks. I do want to see him hit. I mean, they're just talking about how every ball he hits is just right on the numbers. Now we have Anderson coming up for the Tigers. I keep wanting to say Nick Martinez. He, of course, pitches for the Tampa Bay Rays. Seth Martinez is pitching for the Red Sox right now. Nick Martinez, who will win the Cy Young this year because he's pitching for the Tampa Bay Rays.
If he's in the rotation.
I'm telling you, it's going to be fascinating. And foul ball by Anderson off to the right side. It's going to be fascinating. 2 guys on that rotation, Nick Martinez and Steven Matz. What happens when they get into the Rays lab? Seth Martinez is a ground ball at shortstop. Diving play by Capra. Flips it over to McDonough for the force out on McGonigal. That's all they're going to be able to get, though. Great play by Capra, though. Diving in the hole. Saves a hit. So that'll make it 1 out with a runner on first. And Meadows now coming to the plate. Parker Meadows, center fielder for the Tigers, hitting from the left side against Seth Martinez. Cooper's furiously trying to find stolen base records.
I mean, I'm on ChatGPT. I'm in Baseball Reference. This is. I can feel my brain.
Have you tried Google yet? No, you skipped over that one.
Let's see.
Seth Martinez looks in here with the 1 out. My senses are keen, and I can tell you the scoreboard is wrong. There is 1 out. It's 2-0. That is accurate here on Parker Meadows. But I said before that I remember Jacoby Ellsbury specifically. Obviously, he has a ton of stolen bases, but he wouldn't steal hardly at all in spring training because he wanted to save his legs. There's a nice little slider on the outside edge, but just off. That'll make it 3-0 on Parker Meadows.
Yeah, ChatGPT made up that Jacoby Ellsbury had a bunch of steals. All right.
Seth Martinez delivers. That'll be strike 1, 3-1 with 1 out. They finally put the 1 out. They gave credit to Vinny Capra for the nice play up the middle.
Sorry for getting mad at the internet there on the air.
No, I want you to be mad. I want you to be furious. Next thing you'll be disavowing FIP over 4.
Whoa.
Yeah, sorry. Parker Meadows swings through Seth Martinez, breaking ball, 78 miles an hour there. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
I think I'm going to get a T-shirt made. It's going to say FIP over 4 on the front, and on the back it's going to say baseball is boring.
No, they say underlying, ... And there goes the runner right there, but that's not going to matter because Parker Meadows is going to stroll to first. That'll be ball 4 for Seth Martinez.
Got another good WBC update.
Oh, all right.
Willier Abreu hitting balls hard. He's got 2 hits. Venezuela leads the Netherlands 6-2. I watch a video of Abreu singling, driving it a run, and Cedon Rafaela fielding that single. If you want to feel a little something.
Cedon Rafaela had a couple really good tune-up games against the Orioles and the Rays. I think he hit home runs in both of them. All right, runners at first and second here for the Tigers. The ground ball of the left side. John Peck, shortstop for the Tigers, up again.
Ranger Suarez, 2 innings of 1-run ball. And Wilson Contreras also has 2 hits in that game.
Yeah, Wilson Contreras is going to do well there. I mean, you can tell. That's the type of thing. He's going to thrive off the passion. And looks like a little bit line drive right down the right field line. That's going to get into the corner. Peck's going to go to second. That's going to score 2 runs easily. He's going to look for the third. They fire it in. No chance as the ball comes into second base. That'll be a stand-up triple for John Peck. Tigers shortstop just rifled it the other way into the right field corner. 2 runners from first and second easily come around. No problem at all. And Coop, we got a tie ball game.
We do. Underrated position prospect for the Tigers, John Peck. He's a great defensive shortstop, number 15 overall in their system, and now he's starting to hit. And I don't know where you play shortstop on this team with McGonigal and Zach McKinstry and Javier Baez on the team, but we'll see.
Now we have a new hitter at the top of the Tigers order, Wenzel Perez, up hitting from the left side against Martinez, and he takes one deep, a foul, turned on one. Peck standing at third base with 1 out. Score now tied 2-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Seth Martinez trying to get out of this, and we hope that he does because we hate mid-inning pitching replacements in spring training. He looks in. Runners steps off there. Hard shot to first. Hickey fires home to Gasper, and he gets him. He got him. I'm sorry, to Connor Wong. What a nice throw by Nathan Hickey. A hard shot to him at first. Got it on the one hop. Immediately, without hesitation, fired into Connor Wong. Connor Wong with a great sweeping tag on Peck. Just well executed. Excellent job right there.
Yeah, I thought Hickey for a second, the ball's getting, I know it was hit hard, but he had to take a step. And so as he threw it to the plate, I was kind of thinking, no, and then put it right on the money. Good tag from Connor Wong and keeps this game tied, Bradfo.
Yeah, I love it. And, I think that one of the things that's what the mindset of having the infield in does. I was just going to say that as the pitch was being delivered, the infield was in. So if the infield's in and you have a play like that, in their mind, they're like, okay, we got to go home. Here we have Dylan Dingler now at the plate. He started for the Tigers. He's a DH for today for Detroit. So we have a runner, Perez, at first base after Hickey cut down the runner, Peck trying to race for home. Keeping this at 2-2, 2 outs, 0-2 to Dingler. There's a ball off the offside edge. So, every time I see a play at home like that, I can't help it. I still have the World Series embedded in my head. That play by the Dodgers was just incredible. Miguel Rojas. And there's strike 3. A little bit of a fastball on the outside edge. Caught looking Dingler was. So Seth Martinez gets out of it, but not before giving up 2 runs to the Tigers. Things have been evened up here at Publix Field in Tiger Town. We're going to head to the top of the 6th now on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Sitting on the interstate, wondering how many drivers are overpaying on car insurance? Turns out, it's a lot of them. Here's the deal. Owning a car is expensive enough. Your auto insurance shouldn't cost a fortune, too. So put the brakes on those high insurance rates with help from Intuit Credit Karma. Simply open the app to explore personalized rates, get quotes, and find the right coverage plan for you. Great insurance at lower rates? Start looking on Credit Karma today.
I wanna go a little wild. Introducing the all-new 2026 Subaru Outback, redesigned to give you more of what you love with a bold new look. After 30 years of adventure, the 2026 Outback shows off a powerful new design, built with the legendary capability of standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and the Subaru safety you trust. With go-anywhere capability, elevated safety features, and upgraded tech, the 2026 Outback is the safest and boldest Outback yet. The all-new 2026 Subaru Outback. More of what you love with a bold new look. Starting at $34,995. For complete details and to learn more about the all-new 2026 Outback, visit SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Big on flavor, big on comfort, and big on value. The 99 Restaurant's $14.99 Big Deal Meals are now available every day, all day. So hurry in today or every day for our juicy chopped sirloin. You gotta love the nines.
You're listening to live play-by-play action of the Boston Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Rob Bradford alongside Cooper Boardman here at Publix Field in Lakeland. Drew Anderson still in the mound for the Tigers. Christian Campbell now up. He takes a pretty healthy cut at the first pitch and misses, but takes the second pitch from Drew Anderson and here in the top of the sixth for a ball.
You know, there's no television broadcast today, so people are going to have to take my word for it that Christian Campbell looks a little different today, and I'm not just talking about the home run.
Anderson delivers to Christian. Now it's going to be a pop-up to first base. Is Torkelson still over there? We get a replacement over there as well.
Matt Vierling with the catch.
Oh, Matt Vierling, Notre Dame's own Matt Vierling makes the catch. Easy for him. This little bit of a pop, but not what Christian Campbell wanted, but he already has a home run in his belt.
The swing and the timing looks a little different. I mean, even that there, I mean, obviously it's not ideal. He's a little late. And ends up popping it up, but there's a level of confidence in his misses.
Max Ferguson swings and misses in the first pitch from Drew Anderson.
You know, I feel like at points this year, you know, again, this is anecdotal with my eyes, but like he just looks a little caught in between. Like he's thinking about it. Should I swing? Should I not?
Ball outside.
You see it in his ferocity when he swings when he's at his best. We saw it at AAA last year. We saw it in April of last season that, you know, when he misses, and on he goes. And I do think that, you know,
he drops a curveball. Anderson does on the outside edge against Max Ferguson. That's going to make it 1-2 here with the one out.
Hopefully that, you know, maybe that's a home run that turns things for him against Justin Verlander.
Yeah, I mean, he's had some balls hit in the air, but usually they've been the other way. Max Ferguson takes ball 2. That's 2-2. And that one, I think, was the first time that I saw anyway this spring where he had some pull side power, which, you know, I think the biggest thing, whether it's right field or left field, just hitting the ball in the air, right, Coop?
No question.
And Anderson delivers Max Ferguson. Now we strike 3, swinging a miss at an 89-mile-an-hour cutter. So you have now 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Red Sox and Tigers deadlocked at a pair.
I think the thing that was kind of superhuman about him was in college he was such a good high contact guy, right? He'd swing very much, or swing and miss very much. And then as he learned how to hit with more power, he still didn't swing and miss that much.
Connor Wong hits the first pitch, lofts it high in the air to right field. That's going to be an easy play, and that's going to be the 3rd out. So the Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We're going to talk more about Christian Campbell because he is one of the highlighted players here. Him and Conley Early, no question about it. We're going to get to all of that as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning here on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
He's a husband, a dad, owner of a gym. He's also a police officer. Staying strong and pain-free isn't optional. It's safety. That's why David Boardman's a QC Kinetics patient.
My job is dependent on my physical ability and my physical fitness so that I can protect myself, so that I can go home safe to my family at the end of the night.
But severe knee pain nearly took that away. Doctors said surgery, shut down the workouts. David needed another option. That was QC Kinetics. They told him,
we're going to give you the opportunity to have not one, but 2 healthy knees, and we don't have to cut you open.
They used David's own healing tools in his blood to help restore his knees. Regenerative treatments right in the office.
Since I've gone to them, I run 20, 30 miles a week.
Trust the team helping active people avoid surgery. Call QC Kinetics today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 617-644-PAIN, 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 617-644-PAIN. That's 617-644-7246.
Sitting on the interstate, wondering how many drivers are overpaying on car insurance? Turns out, it's a lot of them. Here's the deal. Owning a car is expensive enough. Your auto insurance shouldn't cost a fortune, too. So put the brakes on those high insurance rates with help from Intuit Credit Karma. Simply open the app to explore personalized rates, get quotes, and find the right coverage plan for you. Great insurance at lower rates? Start looking on Credit Karma today.
The BMF Championship, truly the stuff of legends to let the world know who's the baddest mother.
BMF. Saturday, March 7th on Paramount Plus.
Here we go!
2 legends.
2 of the most exciting men to ever fight will meet again. I'm right here. Let's go!
1 legacy.
The famed BMF belt is on the line. Legends never die!
Max Holloway, Charles Oliveira.
Welcome to the history books!
For the BMF title, Saturday, March 7th at 9 on Paramount Plus.
This is Christian Campbell. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
What a day to soak in some baseball. That's exactly what we're doing here, heading into the bottom of the 6th. Tie game 2-2. Red Sox and Tigers. This is Rob Bradford along with my good friend Cooper Boardman.
What a day, Bradfo.
What a day. And you know what? I think it's going to be better than the last time we did a broadcast where I couldn't even make it back to Fort Myers because I had food poisoning and I had to get a hotel.
Yeah, I remember on that day here in Lakeland. By the way, wonderful hospitality here. But those hot dogs on the day in question, I remember looking at them and saying, I'm not going to do it.
No, when the hot dog water outweighs the hot dogs, it's probably not good. Tyron Guerrero now pitching for the Red Sox again. Matt Verling, and that'll be inside. Tyron Guerrero, known in Red Sox camp for being the tallest player in Red Sox camp, having some of the best teeth in Red Sox camp, and also not going to the WBC to make an impression in Red Sox camp. Could have played for Team Columbia. Guerrero delivers 2-0.
Oh, now that Moss is gone, he's got the best teeth in camp.
Best teeth that he knew. They said, if I stay in camp and Massa goes, I'm going to have the best teeth. Guerrero delivers. That'll be a ball.
Got all the Red Sox defensive changes for you. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the teeth.
No, I was going to talk more about hot dog water, but go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm definitely going to very slowly give those defensive changes now. Matt Theis is behind the plate. Justin Berry is at third. Andy Azokar is in center. And Andrews Opata is in right.
It is strike one. That's 3-1 on Verling.
Sorry, please go on about the hot dog.
No, is that it?
That's it.
That's it. Okay, it's good. No, I was just going to say they have no longer have the media dining here. There's a ground ball just wide to third base.
I think they realized that you could sue.
Well, it's funny because, I got to eat something. So I go down there, and the guy's like, nah, we haven't had that in a couple of years. I'm like, word got out, didn't it? That's not good. It's like when a restaurant closes.
Yeah.
Like I have an all-you-can-eat buffet place in New Jersey. And I was so excited. And they're like, no, it's closed for health reasons.
What?
I'm like, what? Burling heart shot to center field, line drive. Christian Campbell still out there. He scoops it up, fires it back in, but on the full count, Verling, who's a good player, man, like you said, product of Notre Dame, former teammate Nico Cavadas. Woo Sox great. He's still with the Angels, right?
He is.
Yeah, all right. Trying to make the team. So Guerrero now still on the mound. He's facing off with, it's like Slater. Austin Slater, another major leaguer. He's pinch hitting. So Guerrero stands tall on the mound with Verling at first. Game tied at 2-2 here in the bottom of the 6th with nobody out. Swing and a miss from Slater on a 98-mile-an-hour fastball from Guerrero. I mean, you look at Guerrero, and not only do you look at him and say, wow, you think that he would be imposing, but when you're throwing a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, you have to get another look. Guerrero looks into Slater, and that's going to be a ball. I guess the main thing here is you got to throw strikes. 35 years old, so went overseas, tried to reestablish himself, and now he's back. And I think that they were going to give him a legitimate chance at the bullpen. Guerrero fires, and that's going to be a ball outside.
I've been really impressed with him. It hasn't been perfect. I mean, he's thrown 5 scoreless innings coming into the day, to be fair. Big frame, 98 miles an hour, the traditional big dude who throws hard, but he's got a fastball that it feels like when it's in the zone, you're having a very difficult time.
He delivers another fastball. That's going to miss the plate. That's going to be a walk, 97 miles an hour right there. So you're going to put runners at first and second with the score tied here, 2-2. Nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. So Guerrero going to find the strike zone a little bit. These are the outings where it sort of rubber meets the road time. You got to keep the momentum. We saw Conley early do that early in the game. Guerrero looks in. Swing and a miss from Jake Rogers.
It's also like he has everything that you drool about, like in a relief pitcher. I mean, extension at 7.2. He's just a few inches behind Logan Gilbert, who led baseball last year in that department, and he throws 98.
Yeah, so you see why they signed him. I mean, he was productive. He was in Japan, correct?
Yeah, very much so.
Over in Japan, and so, even though he's 35, sometimes it takes a little while. Guerrero, another ball. That'll make it 2-1. Jake Rogers, who, talking about instincts being keen, growing out the beard instead of going with a mustache, that was a wise decision. Guerrero delivers hard shot in between third, diving stop over to third base, but fires it wide of second base. That's going to allow a runner to score. That's going to go in the right field, put runners at first and third. Great diving play over there at third base by Barry, but sprung up, tried to get the lead runner at second base, but threw wide of Tyler McDonough, sailed into right field, put runners in first and third, and now has given the Tigers their first lead of the day.
Yeah, really no shot for McDonough at second. He did everything he could to keep it in front of him, but that throw was spiked and sails into right field. Guerrero, though, did his job, right? Slow ground ball to the left side.
Yeah, Barry is a guy that we really haven't seen. I mean, swing and a miss there from Jace Young.
19-year-old who was in the FCL last year.
Always good to see. Anytime you see a 19-year-old play in a Grapefruit League game, you should take notice. Here's a ball. That'll make it 1-1. Guerrero's trying to get out of this jam. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Seems like if you care about the final score, this seems like kind of an important moment.
No question.
I think it's already been defined in terms of what the Red Sox are highlighting. There goes the runner from first, and Young fires it into left field. One hops to left fielder. That'll be a base hit. Runner scores easily from third. Runner also goes from first to second. So the Tigers are going to have base runners at first and second. Nobody out. Another base hit. That one just opposite field. Line drive. Drops right in front of the left fielder. So Guerrero's having a little bit of a tough time here, Coop.
Yeah, a lot of balls in play. That was hard hit. 99 off the bat. Boy, you come here to the Tigers, and I was thinking about their roster coming in today. Like, I didn't even think about Jace Young, right? I mean, he was a top 15
He was 12th overall selection in 2022. Almost a $5 million signing bonus. And here's Max Anderson hitting for the Tigers with runners in first and second. Tigers now holding a 4-2 lead, 4 unanswered runs for Detroit. Guerrero looks in. There's a little bit of an off-speed pitch at 89 miles an hour, looked like a cutter. Foul ball from Anderson. 0-2.
But Young's an example of a guy. He spent more time in AAA last year than he did in the big leagues. And, what happens if he takes a step at some point?
Foul ball to right side by Anderson. Makes the count, keeps the count at 0-2.
They just got it. They have a lot of young guys. They picked, high in the draft for a number of years. And I always found, and I remember saying this 2 years ago, towards the end of the year.
Guerrero delivers. Ground ball to shortstop. Capper fires it over to McDonough. McDonough fires it over to Hickey. That'll be a 6-4-3 double play. That'll help Tyron Guerrero. He'll take that all the live long day. 2 outs here. Keeps the runner at third base, so that score is now 4-2. Runner at third base for the Tigers. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
I remember saying 2 years ago that the Red Sox and Tigers were in very similar positions when they played in September of that year. And then the Tigers went on a tear and made the playoffs when the Red Sox didn't. But, a young core, kind of in a rebuild in some points, some high-end prospects. Roman Anthony was coming. Marcelo Meyer was coming. At that time, Kyle Teal was still, in the fold of it. The Tigers had kind of a bevy of guys between Young and Colt Keith and Spencer Torkelson. Kevin McGonigal at that point was kind of a figment of imagination. But these are two, you say it in college like programs, but like two programs and collective organizations that, have in some ways kind of been in lockstep with each other over the last couple of years.
Guerrero delivers to Trey Cruz now hitting for the Tigers.
Both have revamped pitching development, changed general managers in the last 3-4 years.
Well, I do want to get Coop into A.J. Hinch, which is a big part of that equation, right?
Right, 2 managers from similar backgrounds.
Guerrero delivers. It's a pop-up down the left field line, ranging over off his glove. That's in foul ground. So that's going to keep things alive for the Tigers. Keeping things at 0-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. But, we're going to, I think next inning maybe we can play the sound from Alex Cora talking about his relationship with A.J. Hinch, because there are some people in baseball who say, well, are they talking to each other? Obviously, after the chaos that happened after 2017, where Hinch was the manager and Cora was the bench coach, both were suspended. Guerrero looks in at Cruz, and, that looked like a strike. I think we're going to get a challenge, right? Yeah, we are going to get a challenge. When the catcher holds a ball that long, Matt Theis did, what challenge is probably on the way. So here you go, another Red Sox challenge, but that's going to be a ball. The Red Sox lose their first challenge of the day. They weren't on a heater before that, Coop.
Started 3 for 3.
That's it. You know what you get. You get the sad trombone, Matt Theis. I apologize, but that's just what you get. Guerrero looks in, and he fires at a swing and a miss from Cruz, and that'll do it. So Guerrero is able to get out of it without any more damage thanks to the 6-4-3 double play, but not before the Tigers get another run. That making it 4-2 as we head to the top of the 7th here on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
At Verbo, we understand that even the best of plans sometimes need a little support. So we plan for the plot twists. Every booking is automatically backed by our Verbo Care Guarantee, giving you confidence from the very start. Whenever you need help, it's ready. Before your stay, through the moments in between, and after your trip. Because a great trip starts with peace of mind. And maybe a good playlist. But we've got the peace of mind part covered.
It's that time of year when your building is working in overdrive and it's not happy. Cold weather, everyone huddled inside. That can all add up to greasy vents, clogged drains, and rebellious laundry stacks giving you attitude. Duggan Mechanical Services tames them before they stage a full-blown uprising. Commercial kitchens, parking garages, rooftops, laundry stacks. Duggan Mechanical handles the mess so you don't have to. Call 855-DUGGIN-1. Duggan Mechanical Services keeps your business flowing.
It's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for ambitious business owners in your area to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup costs, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a local business ready to assist with Amazon deliveries, sign up today at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
You're listening to Red Sox Spring Training Baseball
on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
7th inning in Tiger Town. The Red Sox trailing the Tigers 4-2. Will Vest is on, and he delivers a fastball outside to Mickey Gasper. Alongside Rob Bradford, Cooper Boardman, call to the bullpen for Detroit. They bring on one of the most reliable relievers in baseball over the last 3 years, Will Vest, who's been in the center of A.J. Hinch's pitching chaos. He delivers low. Gasper checked his swing and kept the bat back on a slider to move to 2-0.
Well, it's interesting. We talk about a lot of run prevention stuff for the Red Sox, and that's how they're going to be built. Same thing with the Tigers.
2-0. Pitches hit high and foul.
But we had mentioned about the relationship with Alex Cora and A.J. Hinch. And, of course, Alex Cora was the bench coach for Hinch in 2017. Both were suspended. And before the game today, it was really interesting. We could get to it after this pitch, but I thought Cora, like, his perspective of it was there's only 3 of us. Obviously, the other one being Carlos Beltran.
2-1 is a strike.
But here's what Cora said about Hinch.
People don't know what we went through. It's more than baseball. There's only 3 guys that really paid the price for what we did in 17, and we know how it feels to us and the families. We were down on the ground, and our families suffer for something that we decided to do in 17, and deservedly so. We paid the price, and I know I know how he felt. And we can kind of talk about stuff like that. Nobody else can do that.
Mickey Gasper struck out during that. 1 out here in the 7th inning. Alex Cora talking pregame about him and the relationship with Tigers manager A.J. Hinch as Nathan Hickey takes a strike. And, it's one of those things that, Alex has been so forthcoming and honest about what that period of time was like and obviously the years afterwards, the punishment as Hickey takes low. 1-1, but that made me stop too because I had not thought about it in that way. They're 2 of 3 people on Earth, and they're in opposing dugouts today that know what that was like. Pitch is grounded to the right side. Jace Young scoops, second baseman throws, and they're 2 down.
Yeah, I know that a theme with Alex when he talks about this is how it impacted his family, and obviously. He said that both him, Hinch, Beltran, they all know that it not only impacted them, but impacted their family. But it's really, you go back to that time when these guys were suspended. And as they say, like, they did the crime, man. Like, they paid the price. But the thing that doesn't set well, as we've talked about,
Vinny Capper takes a strike.
Is that, some of the players got immunity, and Alex Cora was out the door, so he was a guy that they could basically pinpoint to. Same thing with Hinch. But the players, they didn't pay the price.
0-1 grounded left side foul. Some were not apologetic at all.
No, Carlos Correa still wasn't. And, baseball, we could talk about baseball relationships and feuds and everything. They usually heal. This is just how it is. But
0-2 fouled off.
But for some, that thing is never going to heal. The people in the Dodgers, I know the people in the Dodgers are still. There's a lot of them who hold a huge grudge against these guys and forever will.
Yeah, no question. 0-2, swinging a high fly ball into right field. Austin Slater starts over towards the line on the run, makes the catch, and ends the inning. Dodgers, Yankees. I've talked to a lot of people that have seconded all of that. We're on our way here to the bottom of the 7th inning. Red Sox trailing 4-2 against Detroit on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Big on flavor, big on comfort, and big on value. The 99 restaurants' $14.99 big deal meals are now available every day, all day. So hurry in today or every day for our juicy chopped sirloin. You gotta love the nines.
Joe Haggerty here. For anyone who missed week 1 because you've been stuck at home playing referee, here's the score. 2 weeks into Awaken 180 and I'm already down double digits. And it's not just the scale doing me a favor. My visceral fat is down 2 percentage points in just 2 weeks. That's the nasty stuff you don't see, but your body definitely feels it. Was I skeptical starting Awaken 180? Of course. What happens if I start the diet and don't see results? That went out the window day 1 because Awaken 180 isn't guesswork. The results are a given. The ease of the program is proven. But you already knew that. By next week, I'll be under 300 bills for the first time in 5 or 6 years, and I'm beyond pumped. My clothes fit better. I can tie my skates without having to suck in and hold my breath, and I'm still just getting started. If shoveling last week's snow had you thinking about your health, listen to that feeling and do something about it. Make the call, 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Listen up. Partner with one of the most trusted independently owned lumber yards and showrooms around. Cape Cod Lumber and CCL Homescapes. Shop at CCL Homescapes for your Anderson 400 Series windows and doors for your next project. Anderson is the #1 trusted window and door brand. CCL, your go-to supplier for Anderson 400 Series windows and doors. Visit us online or come see us in person in Abington. CCL, 100% employee-owned and operated. Find us at cclco.com.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Shaws and Star Market has your pasta meal deal. Just $5 with the 4U digital coupon. Premio Italian meatballs, signature select pasta sauce, and fresh Italian bread. See store or the app for details. Jeremy Wu-Yellen is the new Red Sox pitcher in the bottom of the 7th inning, facing Tomas Nido. And he misses outside for ball 1 with the Sox trailing 4-2 against the Tigers.
So while you spend hours upon hours on the interwebs looking for the
pitch down and then 2-0,
the most stolen bases by a player in spring training, I just turn on my social media. And I'm going to assume this is right. At Mr. Schaefer tags us both on social media.
2-0. Pitch is a strike.
And I'm going to take his word for it because I think it might be accurate. I think you never question Mr. Schaefer.
I was going to say,
never.
No offense to Mr. Schaefer.
No. I think the spring training record might be 16.
2 on foul back.
For Eugenio Velez in 2008. So when he's pulling that, I'm kind of thinking that he's onto something.
Yeah.
Caleb Durbin, he says that, and this is something you probably can look up.
Yeah, Durbin led last year with 10.
So I wonder if Braden Ward's going to ask Caleb Durbin what it's like to win the stolen base crown in spring training.
2-2's low, 3-2. Well, there's got to be a trophy, right, that Caleb's got.
If there's not, I'll give him one. His trophy was being on my Instagram video today of why spring training isn't boring. Day 25.
Counts 3-2 pitch. Outside ball 4. Jeremy Wu-Yellen walks Tomas Nido. Gives us a chance to pause for station ID along the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
The Eagles play here. Catch BC football, basketball, baseball, and hockey on WEEI AM, Boston, an Odyssey station.
Lakeland, Florida, Joker Marchant Stadium. Spring training home of the Detroit Tigers, Red Sox and Tigers. Jeremy Wu-Yellen throws another ball inside, this time to Wencel Perez.
So it's Joker Marchant Stadium, but it's Publix Field.
Yeah.
It's like a basketball court,
Coach
right?
K court at Cameron Indoor.
Yeah. Whoa. It's like...
Pitch that hit him. Wencel Perez on the front leg, and he
on
is
the kneecap.
rolling and writhing in pain outside the right-hand batter's box. He stays down.
Oh man, yeah, he is on the ground in pain, and Wu-Yellen has just had a terrible time controlling the ball throughout spring training, really.
Man, he's still down.
Yeah, I mean that.
It was a 94-mile-an-hour fastball to his front knee.
And you could see him grabbing right away on that kneecap. That's a tough one. Yeah, I mean, I was really looking forward to seeing Jeremy Wu-Yellen. He's so unique and the way he delivers. Obviously, a 4th-round pick in 2020 and coming off Tommy John surgery, but he's just had a really, really hard time just finding the strike zone at all. And that's good to see that he's up.
Yeah, Perez gets up very slowly, starts walking up the first baseline. A.J. Hinch puts his hand on him and says, "Stop right there." I mean, this is, usually in the 7th inning of a spring training game, you're not necessarily with the guy that, is going to be in your opening day rosters. Yeah, they're going to take Perez out of the game. There's no reason to keep him in the game as he walks off to a nice round of applause from Tigers fans. Usually at this point, you wouldn't have guys in your opening day roster. He came in as a replacement, expected to be on their bench, and he hobbles down the steps of the dugout after the hit by pitch.
I mean, think about that. That's basically like taking a lead pipe to your knee.
Ugh. 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Max Burt will pinch run for Perez.
Oh, well, son of Bill Burt, who is over in the press box here, sports editor for the Eagle Tribune.
Rocking the number 90, no name.
Northeastern product.
Eduardo Valencia is the batter. He takes up and away for ball 1.
Max is a really good kid. Came up through, been playing in the Yankee system up until this year.
1-0. Pitch is outside again. 2-0 from Jeremy Wu-Yellen. Red Sox trailing this game 4-2 in the 7th inning. Publix Field, Joker Marchant Stadium, Lakeland, Florida. Southeastern United States, Earth. Pitch is swung on and missed. 2-1.
This is going to be a deep cut in terms of my professional experience.
Okay.
I covered Division II basketball Final 8 in Lakeland, Florida.
Wow.
Yeah, UMass Lowell.
2-1. Swing and a miss. As I have done a Division II Elite 8 in the last 3 years.
Was it in Lakeland, Florida?
No, it was Evansville, Indiana. Lovely town, by
Do
the
they
way.
have it there all the
Yeah,
things that I
at the
didn't, when I
Ford
woke
Center.
up this morning, did not ask you if they've had some continuity with the Elite 8 Division II basketball
No,
tournament.
they have, yeah.
Because they've been the Riverhawks been at 2 years.
Wow.
Both when I was covering them.
2-2. Pitch is on the inside half. Strike 3 called. Jeremy Wu-Yellen finally has the first out of the 7th inning.
So one was in Lakeland, the other one in Bakersfield, California. Which is, Bakersfield is sort of like the Lakeland of California.
I would say Evansville's kind of the Lakeland.
Oh, really?
No, it's actually a really lovely town. Nice little downtown. The Ford Center.
As someone who is traveling the globe covering all sort of things, including college basketball,
Matt Vierling takes a strike.
Never disparage the cities that you're in.
No, it's true. It's true. Look, everything's got something. Tiger Town, USA here in Lakeland.
Everything's got something.
That's
Hold on, let me
another
write,
headline.
Let me write that down.
Lakeland, Florida, : everything's got something.
We're not that bad.
Pitch outside to Vierling, 1-1.
Come and explore. You might not find anything, but come and explore.
There are things to see.
Yeah, it's a lovely town.
It is. Car dealerships everywhere. 1-1. Pitch is low, and it's 2-1.
What expertly changing the subject once again. Are you going to watch the USA-Brazil game tonight?
Of course.
Oh, yeah. Manny Ramirez's son is playing. Bo Bichette's brother.
Did you see the headshot on Bo Bichette's brother? It's unbelievable. 2-1, swinging a fly ball. Deep towards left, sailing towards the wall. It's gone. Matt Vierling home run. 3-run shot. Tigers open it up. It's 7-2. Yeah, headshot. He's got green hair.
I love how the guy just hit a 3-run homer and you just really want to come back to Dante Bichette Jr.'s hair. That's welcome to spring training. I think Jeremy Wu-Yellen probably appreciates that.
Yeah.
He's going to, speaking of Jeremy Wu-Yellen, that's going to be it for him. And now his Cora takes him out.
After 17 pitches. Sox trail 7-2. We'll step aside for a quick pitch break. Got something that I want to dive into on USA Brazil.
All right.
When we come back.
Does it involve T-shirts?
Yeah,
right.
it does. On the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI. Red Sox Radio Network.
The holidays are over. The relatives are gone. But in your guest bathroom, something's lingering. Between the potato peels in the disposal and the gifts.
You're out of air freshener, you know that?
Your family left in the plumbing. Your pipes are screaming for help. Don't DIY your way into a flood. Call the experts at Drains by James. They've seen it all. They've smelt it all and fixed it all. Drains by James. Because let's be honest, they give a poop about your pipes. Check out drainsbyjames.com.
There's a lot to love about. There's a lot to love about you.
You don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Love all the 2026 Subaru Forester or Forester Hybrid have to offer. Like standard, symmetrical, all-wheel drive. Buy with as low as 0.9% financing or lease for as low as $249 per month. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Cade Feeney is on for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Matt Vierling's just hit a 3-run home run, and the Sox trail 7-2. Sox are in danger of going under 500 in the Grapefruit League.
You said that yesterday.
Well, now they were in danger of being 500 yesterday, and now the alarms are blaring.
You're saying that they're living on the edge in the Grapefruit League standings. Is what you're saying.
No question.
What were you going to say about USA Brazil?
Well, first of all, I'm excited for the pitching matchup.
Okay.
Logan Webb versus Bo Takahashi.
Okay.
First pitch from Feeney. Almost hit Austin Slater. This has not been an inning to remember for Red Sox pitching. That's actually kind of all I wanted to say.
Bo you totally lost your train of thought.
Totally.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Outside.
Well, you know what?
2-0.
I don't know if you know that. I expect you to be wearing your Baseballs and Boring
Brazil
shirt
that I
while
purchased.
watching the game that you purchased, and if they win, you can get one for free.
Pop up, shallow right, long run over. Opata looks at the second baseman slid as well. McDonough has been replaced as that ball fell down onto the warning track. The count's 2-1.
But I think that it's a fun thing with Brazil and the USA in the sense that it's not going to be fun for Brazil at the end of the day, probably. But they haven't been in the WBC in 13 years. Now, it was a little disappointing for them. Bo Bichette was supposed to play for them and play with his brother, and that didn't work out.
Counts 2-1. Pitch is outside. I'm waiting on a U.S. lineup. I just want to see it for real. I mean, I know we've seen versions of it, but...
Well, I mean, is it better than Dominican lineup?
It's a good question. Pitch fouled off to the right. Probably not.
No, I don't
ultimately.
think so. I don't think so.
Although, everyone is saying that the Dominican Republic lineup is just like far and away better, and I don't know.
Really? Did you read? Can you read the lineup?
I mean, let's do it. Pitch is lined into center. That's a base hit. Let me get you the DR lineup.
Can we do a Sox booth poll on this?
Who's got a better lineup?
Although people probably I don't know the lineups.
Yeah. You want to go position by position?
No, I want to go through the...
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever you want to do. Go ahead.
I don't mean to make you angry.
No. You and your hip over 4.
Jack Petty, Boston native, takes a strike.
Go ahead.
So, all right, catcher, Austin Wells. This is the funny place to start, right? Austin Wells versus Will Smith. I'm going to take Will Smith. Pitch is line into left center field. It is down past the center fielder and to the wall. What a moment for Jack Petty, the Boston kid. He rounds second. He's going to third. He slides it head first with an RBI triple to score Matt Vierling. And the Tigers extend the lead 8-2.
Yeah, that was a good moment for Petty right there. I mean, that was no cheapie. That was a hard hit ball in the gap out of the reach of the center fielder. Heads to the wall, slides in the third. Probably didn't even have to. So good job by Petty. All right, so Wells.
Yeah, Wells versus Will Smith.
I'll take Will Smith.
We'll take Will Smith. At first base, Bryce Harper for the United States. As pitch is a called strike to Jace Young versus Vladdy. Yeah,
Ooh,
that's a good one. I'm taking
I'll take
Vladdy.
Vladdy, yeah.
Tied at 1 there. No balls and a strike. Pitch outside. At second base, I guess that'll be, is that Bregman, technically? Bryce Terang? It's hard to say. Let's put Bregman at second just for ha-has because he played second the other day as his pitch is outside. So we can put Gunnar Henderson at third.
Okay.
So Bregman at second.
Ketel Marte.
Versus Ketel Marte.
I'll take Ketel Marte.
I don't know.
Okay. It's a tie.
2-1. Pitch is inside. All right, I'll give you Ketel. At shortstop, Bobby Witt for the United States against Jeremy Pena, who suffered an injury, so it's Geraldo Perdomo. I'm going to take Bobby.
Bobby Witt.
3-1. Pitch is swung on, line to right field. That's another hit for Jace Young. And the Tigers extend the lead 9-2. So you go Henderson at third versus Machado for third.
I'll take...
I'm taking Gunnar, man.
Yeah, probably. 4 years ago, maybe not, but okay, I'll take Gunnar.
Right field, you just do outfield because they'll move him around. Tatis in right versus Judge in right. Taking Judge.
Yep.
It's 4 for the United States. Center for the United States, PCA versus Julio. Probably Julio.
Yeah. That's a close one, though.
That is a close one. Runner off first. Carson Rucker first at bat. He swings and misses. And then at left field, Juan Soto versus the field. I'm going to take Juan Soto.
I got a feeling, though, the Dominican has more guys on their bench that we would say, there's some guys who aren't playing in the starting lineup, right?
Pitch is cut on a missed, and the count is 1-2.
Are we going to do the same exercise for USA Brazil? No.
I think we could probably stop it at Bo Takahashi versus. No, it's true. Like Junior Caminero, I'd probably take Junior at third over Gunnar. Pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, 2 down.
I mean, look at the outfield for Dominican, right? You didn't mention O'Neal Cruz. He's in the outfield. You didn't mention, Junior Lake. Congratulations.
Sure.
To the Lake family.
Really, Junior Caminero is the one that we didn't mention in that.
Yeah. But it's going to be great, man. It's going to be great. It's already is great. People, you see, like the Australia team's already a great story. They have 2 wins. You have the Bazana bomb. There's always a team that emerges. There's always a player that gets out of the UPS truck and gets signed by someone. I think, didn't that guy who came in and struck out all the...
Well, the plumber from...
yeah, but...
the literal plumber?
I think the Tigers were the team that signed him in the hallway after the game or something like that.
Counts 1-1. Trey Cruz swings and misses, and it's 1-2.
With Jazz Chisholm talking all kinds of smack about how great Great Britain is. Why not? Got nothing to lose. Yeah, I mean, let's go.
Venezuela 6-2 winners over the Netherlands. As pitch is swung on, hit high in the air to left field again. Long run over and under, and the catch made to end the inning. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Red Sox trailing 9-2 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Opening day is almost here. The countdown is on. Is your home ready? In Massachusetts, spring can throw anything at you. Heat one day, air conditioning the next. I'm Scott McFarland. Now's the time to replace your heating or cooling system before the rush. Save $500 from McFarland Energy, plus up to $1,800 in manufacturer's rebates. That's up to $2,300 in total savings. Step up to the plate and don't strike out this spring. Visit McFarlandEnergy.com. McFarland Energy, generations of warmth and trust.
This is Ty Law, Pro Football Hall of Famer. Aviva Trattoria serves beloved Italian classics and is a perfect place to enjoy a meal with family and friends. Enjoy fresh-made bolognese, marsala, piccata, and fried Montanara pizza prepared in their scratch kitchens from fresh local ingredients. Relax at the bar with the signature cocktail, now featuring my own Corvus Vodka, the official vodka of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And I am proud that it is now the official house vodka at Aviva. Aviva is also the perfect place to book a special event in their private dining rooms. Visit AvivaTrattoria.com or stop at any Aviva location near you.
Is foot pain keeping you from living the life you love? Hi, it's Phoebe with the Good Feet store. Life is too short to be living with foot, knee, hip, or back pain. When all four arches in your feet are supported, the results can be amazing. Go to goodfeet.com to make your appointment today.
All right, class, tell me about your weekend. Leo?
Well, my sister wanted to go camping, so my parents took us in our new Nissan Pathfinder through a mountain trail.
Thank you, Leo.
No, it's not over yet. My brother wanted to explore some caves, so we drove up a bunch of steep hills. And then we
With its V6 engine and 9-speed automatic transmission, the Nissan Pathfinder can power your adventure. That's why J.D. Power ranks Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. The new V6-powered Nissan Pathfinder. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Central Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Red Sox trail 9-2, but it's a beautiful day here in Lakeland, Florida. Alan Castro's the batter, and he takes outside. Well, it's Alan Castro's spot. The batter is Anderson Fermin against right-hander Tanner Rainey, so former big leaguer against Fermin, who checks a swing and takes outside. We've gotten our first look at the Detroit Tigers on the road here today. They are the odds-on favorite to win the American League Central. They're in the top 5 in odds or top 6, I guess, in odds in winning the American League. As the pitch is outside to Fermin.
You asked me, would I be surprised if the Tigers won
the American
League? Would you be surprised?
You know, I coming here, this is always the exercise, right? Like, I have an opinion, and then I think about it as I'm driving to the spring training game, as the pitch is called outside, 3-1.
Do you turn the radio off?
I do.
Alone in your thoughts?
Yeah. I kind of, mental Rolodex the roster.
Okay.
And I when I woke up this morning, I didn't think the Tigers could win the American League. Pitch is outside for ball 4.
For this flurry of runs they've gotten in the 5th and 6th and 7th innings.
But I had a couple hours in the car, and when I arrived here at Publix Field at Joker Marsden Stadium, I now believe they could win the American League.
That is the most bizarre statement I've heard in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, which is amazing because I've been a sprinkler of bizarre things.
I mean, if you said, I just like the Tigers, I've liked the Tigers all along, but when you walk in here and you stand in front of the Red Sox dugout and you listen to Alex Cora and you eat some food and you watch some spring training baseball, Justin Verlander pitching 2 2/3 or whatever.
Robinson Pinto, ground ball right side and through. That's a hit on the big diamond for Pinto into right field. Fermin goes first to third. He dives in hard into the bag. And the Sox have the first 2 men on to begin the 8th inning.
But to your credit, this is where I'm going to prop you up. Because sometimes you get to one of these places and you realize, oh, they got that guy. I forgot about that guy. This guy. Because we're so focused in the offseason about the stars and who they didn't get and who they did, maybe the big signings. But, remember, the Tigers were good, man. They were a playoff team. They're trending in the right direction, as you pointed out. I think they're starting. I mean, they got better pitching wise, if nothing else.
Runners on the corners. And a quick check on first. I mean, everybody talks about Fromber. That obviously that is the biggest thing they did in the offseason. They have a 1-2 of Tarek Skubal and Fromber Valdez. I mean, that's as good of a 1-2 as there is in baseball.
Yeah, with Jack Flaherty and Casey Mize. It's too bad about Jackson Jobe.
A 1 swinging a high fly ball to left field. Trey Cruz over towards the line. He makes the catch tag from third, but Cruz comes up firing. Ooh. Really nice throw to hit the cutoff man and keep Fermin on third base for the first out of the 8th inning. So they go 1-2 with those guys. You're right. I mean, it's amazing to me, at least as I was mulling this over in the car, the difference between Jack Flaherty as a 2 versus Jack Flaherty as a 3. As a 2, I sit there and I'm like, I don't necessarily know on paper if that's the rotation that is going to win you the American League. But as a 3, feel pretty good about where he is.
Yeah, you don't mind him having a 3 or a 4.
Andy Azokar takes outside.
And then you have the bullpen, like you mentioned, Vest, and they got Finnegan, who came on strong after they got him last year.
Yeah.
I mean, he was really struggling for the Nationals, and then the Tigers got him, and he just took off. And then, of course, our guy Kenley.
Pitch is swung on him. It's be so interesting to see who closes games.
Oh,
how
Kenley's
going
to close games.
But he's not going to close every single game.
Every
the way
single
that they
game.
do. Yeah.
I mean,
friend of the program.
No, but if he doesn't, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Because I think Kenley's mindset is, I'm the closer. And, when he signs with the Tigers, there's reasons why he signed with the Tigers. Obviously, the contract has something to do with it. But, him pitching in the 7th or 8th inning when he's chasing saves, I'm not saying that in a bad way either.
No, yeah.
For the Hall of Fame.
Pitch, swing, and a miss. Also, when you close games your whole life,
yeah,
and then somebody asks you not to. But I mean, AJ Hinch, when they've had a number of different guys close games over the last few years. They haven't had a name like Kenley in a few years. But Will Vest did 23 saves last year. Kyle Finnegan was the closer for the Nationals, closed some games for them last season. And then he's got guys that do the 3-inning save thing all the time. Pitch is called strike 3 at the knees. We got a challenge from Andy Azokar. First time I've seen Andy roll one out. Let's see if he won it. He's trying to avoid a strikeout here. We look up at the board. And he loses the challenge. Red Sox are out of him.
Andy. Well, that's, you don't want to take him on the bus with you, so why not?
But the rest of that staff on the back end of their bullpen. Kenley, Vest, Finnegan, Tyler Holton, who came on really strong. Brant Herter, we just saw what Drew Anderson was all about. He was really good.
Yeah. There you go.
Not to the Tigers bullpen.
No, that was Joe Raven. Spring training for everybody.
Pitch a strike to Justin Berry. And then you go around the diamond with the Tigers. And Torkelson at 31. And he's their first baseman. And if he does anything like that, that's big-time production from that. They extended the qualifying offer to Gleyber Torres. He's back at second base. That left side of the infield is so interesting. Colt Keith, who was an above-average hitter last year, but is he ever going to take the step to be the guy? Because Kevin McGonigal, at some point, whether it's a few weeks in, is going to be their shortstop.
I think Kevin McGonigal is the biggest difference maker. I do. I know I've mentioned him a million times today, but if you could get an impact bat sort of along the lines, not anywhere near the same type of player as Roman Anthony, but it's the days of, he's only this age, we can't lean on him, are over. I mean, Roman Anthony's going to hit leadoff.
Yeah. 1-2 is down. Barry takes.
And, it wasn't too long into Roman Anthony's first year in the major leagues, which they were identifying him as a guy. So McGonigal could hit 6 or whatever, like he did 6th or 7th like today. But I think we're going to be in May, and he's going to be, at the top of this order.
Pitch is slice back foul.
So the other thing is, Coop, is the division. The division, the Twins are probably going to struggle. The White Sox are the White Sox.
Yeah.
The Cleveland, it always hangs in there. That's probably
Cleveland won the division last year.
I know that's disrespecting them. I know, but
1-2 fouled off.
But they went into the offseason and said, we desperately need offense. And they didn't get any offense.
Reese Hoskins?
They didn't get any offense. I mean, no disrespect.
Yeah.
I keep saying no
power
disrespect.
bat at first base, but that's not going to change.
Yeah. I mean, I would expect more of just leveraging some of their young players for a trade, but
1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. AL Central breakdown on the other side. I think the Guardian, we're underrating the Royals here.
Oh, no, I was going to get to the Royals.
Oh, you were going to rate
That's
them.
a big market tease, the Royals.
Let's get to it.
All right.
Bottom 8. When we come back, 9-2, Red Sox down on the 98.9. Excuse me, I just did the Woo Sox one. That's where we're at. On the Shaws at Star Market WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
It's a fact. Town Fair Tire is the area's largest name brand discount tire dealer. It's a fact. Town Fair Tire sells Toyo tires for the guaranteed lowest price. Plus, Town Fair gives you more free services than any other tire dealer for the life of your Toyo tires. So, if you're looking for Toyo tires, nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody. And that, my friends, is a fact.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
The holidays are over. The relatives are gone. But in your guest bathroom, something's lingering. Between the potato peels in the disposal and the gifts.
You're out of air freshener, you know that?
Your family left in the plumbing. Your pipes are screaming for help. Don't DIY your way into a flood. Call the experts at Drains by James. They've seen it all. They've smelt it all and fixed it all. Drains by James. Because let's be honest, they give a poop about your pipes. Check out drainsbyjames.com.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Red Sox trail the Tigers 9-2 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Jorge Juan is on. 6'8", 200-pound right-hander. First pitch from him's hit to center in the air. And it hangs up for Endy Azócar. Makes the catch on the run to begin the bottom of the 8th inning. Jorge Juan, who's hit 99 with his fastball. First one there was at 97. And he retires Trey Cruz. With Rob Radford, Cooper Boardman, Red Sox spring training baseball from Lakeland, Florida. Pitch is a strike to Tomas Nido.
No, I think that to carry up on our conversation, I think the Royals will be right there. Honestly, 1 and 2 with the Tigers. I just can't get my head around the Guardians.
Oh, what is inside? Yeah, I mean, the Royals, Cole Reagan's injury really hurts them. He's back. He's healthy. He looks good. If he stays healthy, they should probably be a lot better. They got Isaac Collins in their outfield, so they finally at least made their outfield a little bit better as Juan misses inside. Batter, by the way, is Max Burt after Nido lined out. So, that should be a little bit better. Vinny Pasquantino bounced back big time. They got Michael Garcia signed to a long-term deal at third base after he really turned himself into a superstar last year, kind of underratedly. Bobby Witt Jr.'s best shortstop in baseball.
Yeah, and Matt Strom is a nice, useful piece. I mean, they already has Lucas Ursig and John Schreiber, old friend John Schreiber.
Yeah, it's a great bullpen.
Yeah, this Strom, people, I know that it was a little chaotic in there at the end. He's a good pitcher, man.
2-2, swing and a miss. That's a strikeout for Juan.
So I like them. I actually thought I was just waiting for them to make a run last year. It just sort of never really happened. And Jack Caglione, obviously Vinny Pasquantino sitting there.
Yeah, and Carter Jensen, another one of their great prospects. Caglione's really interesting because obviously he's got all the exit velocity in the world. He's one of it was him and Roman Anthony were the two best, in terms of hitting the ball hard consistently at AAA last year. The difference was when Roman got to the big leagues, he kept doing it. Counts 0-1. Batter's Valencia. He checks the swing, and he did not go. Kept the bat back.
So let's talk a little bit about Conley early and, where that stands. So if Cooper Boardman had these pitchers, have the pitchers right in front of you for the 5th starter spot, and
Pitch is swung on and missed 1-2.
There's no contracts. There's no service time. There's no Rookie of the Year incentives. None of it. 3 pitchers. Johan Oviedo, Conley Early, Peyton Tolley.
Pitch. Swing at a slow ground ball left side in the hole. Shortstop ranges. Liendo throws on the run, but it was dropped by Jimenez at first base. It was a throw down and to the right for Jimenez, but he just couldn't squeeze it.
No, that was my glove isn't broken in ball.
An Izzy ball?
No. Izzy's got the glove broken in. It's all good now. It's all good.
Played 1 game with the stiffest glove in Grapefruit League history.
That glove that he's using over there right now looks like, I don't know, it's about half the size of Izzy's glove.
Are you sure he's not just a bigger guy?
I don't know, maybe.
Pitch is a strike to the right hand.
So, all right, here's a better way to phrase it.
Okay.
You have 1 game. You have to have one of these 3 pitchers pitch in a game that you want to win right now.
Connolly Early. Pitch is swung on and lined to left field. That's a base hit. Off the bat of Matt Vierling, splits the outfielders, Rose to the wall. That will score 1. The big day continues on an RBI double for Matt Vierling. And the Red Sox trail 10-2.
Man, doing the Fighting Irish proud. Matt Vierling. Somewhere Nico Cavadas is listening to us and saying, good job, my friend. So
I'm taking Connell for 1 game.
1 game right now. So you're saying that because Johan Oviedo has options, Peyton Tolley has options.
Yeah.
That you're saying that you would put Conley Early as the number 5 starter right now.
No, I'm not saying that.
No, you are. You are. Well, why? Okay. Why else wouldn't you?
I think I would start Oviedo.
Why?
In the big leagues. I think there are a few reasons. One is the service time thing. Pitch is on the outside corner.
I don't want to hear about that.
Well, I'm just saying if I'm the general manager.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you what. Talk to Mike Hazen and the Arizona Diamondbacks about how important games are to win early in the season.
Fair. But I think Oviedo, it's not like you're punting on something by starting Johan Oviedo.
Are you putting your best foot forward? Are you putting your best foot forward? Are you putting your best roster forward?
I think if 1 foot is half an inch in front of the other, we're okay being on either foot.
Okay.
Austin Slater's batter. The pitch is
again
outside.
Your T-shirt ideas are just like they're popping all over the place today. All right. Okay. So I understand what you're saying. I like you personally, and it's your prerogative to be wrong.
I also think, too, is I'm not sure I want Connolly Early, as pitch as a strike, throwing 160 to 170 major league innings this year. Like, I like from a health perspective and taking care of a young pitcher perspective.
He's going to be throwing those innings in AAA, right?
But you can, that's a controlled environment. Like, those can be 5-inning outings and then build him, and then a month into the season when it's time, then let him eat a little bit.
Okay, but you don't mind doing that for Johan Oviedo?
No, for a guy who's been in the big leagues for an extended period of time.
What's the max innings that Johan Oviedo has pitched?
Let's check it after the 3-2 with 2 outs.
Clear your cache from all the stolen base research you did earlier.
Pitch fouled back. ChatGPT is still open and still wrong. Johan Oviedo threw 177 innings in 2023. There's been injuries since, but he threw, he's
well,
good.
You just said it. There's been injuries since. You got to be careful with him.
I agree.
But that's the whole, in fairness to you, that's the whole premise behind having like 8 or 9 pitches.
3 balls and 2 strikes pitch. Outside ball 4.
I mean, Coop, all you need to know is the Dodgers last year, you had 3 pitchers who pitched over 100 innings, right? And 2 of them pitched just over 100 innings, and 1 of them pitched half the year with the Red Sox. And that was Dustin May. So you had Yamamoto, who I think pitched 170-something. Then you had Clayton Kershaw. But after that, so if you can, here's the thing. If you can do it the Dodgers way. Everybody knows this. Like, the Dodgers knew what they were doing. They're like, dude, we'll be okay. Just wake us up in October. And then wake us up in Game 7. We're going to pitch all our starters out of the bullpen.
Jack Penny swings and misses. The count on him is 1-2.
So the Red Sox, I'll give the Red Sox a ton of credit for two things. That, number one, they stockpiled all these pitchers so that they could leverage them for trades like they did.
Pitch is inside.
Because there was a lot of teams, I heard from a lot of teams saying, listen, we would like to do it that way, but we don't have the pitching depth to trade off of it. Teams want Major League ready, whether it's Hunter Dobbins or Richard Fitz or whatever it is. So you give them a lot of credit for having that.
Pitch outside.
And then having the potential ability to do it that way, to do the Dodgers way. So I'm just, I'm kind of kidding where I get, the Conley Early, Johan Oviedo, Peyton Tolley thing, ultimately it's not going to matter. It doesn't matter. But what's going to be interesting, maybe, the more interesting thing.
Pitch, swing and a miss, 3-2.
Is guys that we don't even talk about, Cutter Crawford, Patrick Sandoval, right? And really, we should have asked Cora where they're at today, because it's getting that time where, when are we going to see these guys?
Right. Pitch is inside, ball 4. So that's a walk, and the bases are loaded. The Sandoval's the one because of the options, as Alex Cora is going to come out and go to his bullpen. Because he, at one point in camp, we were talking about, well, he's probably, if he pitches well, going to have a chance to be the 5 because all the other guys have options. But you're absolutely right. We're sitting here on March 6th, and we haven't seen him pitch in a game yet.
I've heard his name more about a bullpen arm than I have actually a fifth starter.
The Chase Anderson.
I mean, I guess, yeah. No, yeah. I mean, it's you like to be a little bit more high leverage than that, but still, that's another interesting one. Well, okay, this is the Tolley argument. Well, if you put him in the bullpen, are you punting on putting him in the rotation because you got to build him back up? I don't know. I think it's just the Cutter Crawford. We've had no evidence of setbacks with those guys, correct?
Correct.
They haven't really been a topic of conversation at all when we're talking about this. And it is kind of crazy that you put those guys with Oviedo, you have 9 guys, right?
But to your point, Red Sox changing pitchers here. Jay Ulmer is in the game. We'll keep it right here. Why not?
Yeah.
Red Sox and Tigers in a 10-2 ball game. You just laid it out about the Dodgers, and I think that's the exact point. Ultimately, does it really matter who the 5 starter is on opening day? Is it going to be malpractice in any way for any guy? No, it's not. But in the year 2026, the way things are, it's going to take that village to get through the season. It just is.
It is, and we always go. We've done this the last few years when they haven't had nearly the depth, but we said, oh my goodness, look at they have 7 starters. What are you going to do with 7 starters? And you always end up scrabbling for starters. There's no question. But I think we all know that the high end of the backup starters is higher than it ever has been for the Red Sox, or at least most recently.
And I think, too, bases loaded, 2 outs. Jace Young's a batter. He swings and laces a line drive into right field for a hit. 1 hop in front of Opata. He gets it in. They threw behind the runner at second. Skipped off the bag, but rolled, luckily, right to the third baseman, Barry. Vierling scores, and it's 11-2. No matter who they pick for that final spot of the guys we've seen, I can't make an intelligent comment, honestly, about Patrick Sandoval or Cutter Crawford right now. I haven't seen them throw a pitch with my own eyes in 2026. But of the 3 guys that are potential, I think you would feel good about any of those guys making major league starts early in the year, no matter who it is. The pitch was outside to Tyron Lorenzo, one of the top prospects in the Tigers organization. Lorenzo swings in the second pitch, hits a fly ball to left field. Left fielder went back, and now Fermin comes in and puts it away to end the inning. We go to the 9th. More on all that. Pitching-wise, Red Sox down 11-2 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hey, boss. Gotta go.
It's only 11 a.m.
Yeah, it's important, though.
Well, can it wait?
Ugh, not really. It's the Nissan Now Sales event. I can save on an award-winning Nissan like the Rogue, new Pathfinder, and Frontier.
Your report is due today.
Yeah, you're right. Nissan is #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power.
This is your job.
Well, it's called Nissan now, not Nissan later.
What?
Anywho, don't worry. I'm going to take you for a spin.
Get 0% APR on the 2026 Nissan Rogue, 2026 Nissan Murano, or 2025 Nissan Pathfinder for well-qualified buyers. For JD Power 2025 US IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example: 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary, subject to NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 3/31/26.
With VerboCare, help is always ready, before, during, and after your stay. We've planned for the plot twists, so support is always available. Because a great trip starts with peace of mind.
When life throws you a curveball, trust Catches Law, New England's hometown law firm. With over 4 decades of success and a local team that truly cares, let Catches Law fight for you. Remember, there's no fee unless you win. Visit catcheslaw.com to schedule your free consultation today.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
First pitch of the 9th inning is outside. Red Sox and Tigers from Lakeland, Florida. Jack Little, that is the Tiger pitcher. Against the right-hand hitting Andrews Opata. Sox are down big. Pitch is outside. Folks, Shaw's and Star Market has your pasta meal deal.
Yes.
Just $5, Brad Foe.
I love
with
it.
The For You digital coupon. Premio Italian meatballs. Signature select pasta. Pitch fouled off. Sauce and fresh Italian bread. See store or the app for details.
You had me at meatballs.
And then there was so much more. There was pasta and sauce.
I know, but I haven't had a carb in 5 years, so.
2-1. Pitch is swung on it high in the air to left field off the bat of Opata towards the wall. It's gone.
Oh, and the kid made a great catch out there on the berm.
Of the berm.
Oh, right. I mean, he brought his glove to the game. He reaches out. He makes the catch. I'm going to say it's like about a 10-year-old out there wearing Red Sox gear.
Wow.
Good for him.
Sprinted right up to Dad to show him.
I mean, he just reached out. I mean, it was a little bit of like eyes closed situation, but he made the catch.
Man. How about a Grapefruit League home run for Andrews Opata?
I know.
Out of D2 North Georgia. And a high five from Alex Cora. Pitch to Mickey Gasper's a strike. Undrafted free agent.
I mean, in fairness, this kid had a lot more room to run in that berm.
Yeah.
To make that catch. Yesterday, no chance.
Clearwater. 0-1 is low.
The berm population and the two places are dramatically different.
Yeah. There's a lot of green out there. 1-1. Pitch is outside.
There sure is, Coop.
A lot of room for activities.
There's so much room for activities.
I'm sad to see there was a bouncy house in right center that is now deflated.
Oh, it is? Oh, it is deflated.
Yeah. 2-1 inside. Last time you were in a bouncy house.
Oh, little spinners.
Oh.
Little spinners. I mean, those bouncy houses is a great way to introduce young kids to baseball. A couple innings in the bouncy house, a couple innings eating ice cream.
Flat ball on the right off the bat of Gasper. Hangs up for Slater. And the Red Sox are retired. 1 down.
Man, they're getting their money's worth from Mickey Gasper today, huh? Going the distance. But you're going to ask me the question about who I would put the number 5 starter.
I don't know. I kind of want to stick on bouncy houses now.
That's fine. Well, sure enough, I'm going to merge the two. No, I'm not.
If you had to be in the bouncy house with either Johan Oviedo, Connolly Early, or Peyton Toll.
Here's my quick take on bouncy houses.
Yeah.
Is that there's 2 things as an adult that makes you feel tremendously old.
Okay.
It's getting in a bouncy house and seeing how it just depressingly deflates when you bounce up and down. Right? And then just flailing around and not being able to catch your balance.
Jimenez swings and misses.
The
It's 1-2.
the other one is when you go to a water park and get in a tube at the top of a water slide.
Yeah.
And you get in the tube and you sink down, and the college kid is looking down at you as a lifeguard, like this, so sad. Can you push me over the ledge a little bit? Those two things will always be for me.
It's obviously I'm just picturing these things happening to you right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right. By picturing, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The bouncy houses, you're just
1-2, popped him up foul.
You just feel like this is going to be fun, and then you're just flailing around, just trying to get out of there. And same thing with the water slide. You think it's going to be fun until you sink down, and he's like, "Can you just push me over the edge, please?"
Kids looking at you like, "This is not. Not for you, Chief." Pitch is swung on again, popped up, foul.
Now you want to know who I want as fifth starter?
Yeah.
Right.
Which of the three Red Sox options so far?
Here's my take. I'm ultimately going to agree with you. I think you. Oh no, you said Conley early.
Well, you asked me one game, and then you asked me.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Johan Oviedo.
Yeah. So we agree. 1-2 swing and a high fly ball, high down the right field line, sailing towards the pole. It is foul by 2 feet.
Come on.
For Jimenez. Frederick Jimenez hunting foul poles.
I mean, the scoreboard still has Nathan Hickey up on the board as the hitter. That was a Nathan Hickey-esque blast.
It was.
Just give it to him, man. Come on.
7 homers for Salem last year for the 21-year-old from the Dominican Republic.
So my reasoning behind Oviedo is because you have to know, like, he obviously, as you point out, he has the most major league experience.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Sox down to their final out.
He's proven that he can actually really do well in the major leagues over a period of time. So they have to find out if they can get this version. If you get the best version of Johan Oviedo and get him on a run, like he went on a run a couple of years ago with the Pirates, then you have time with the other guys. But I think if you send him down,
pitch down and away,
it just muddies the water.
Yeah, that is a very good point too. Where it's if he goes down, what's the path to come back up? And I think too, 1-0 is a strike, 1-1. I don't know who has the highest floor of those three.
The highest floor.
Yeah. You can really flip a coin either way.
Yeah, I think
and early.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Another fly ball to right from Abram Liendo. Catch made out there by Austin Slater. And we'll have to wait till tomorrow to answer a question.
Well, you can talk
that.
about it with Joe. I will talk about it with Ken Laird on Sunday. And in the meantime, I'll be thinking about it the entire trip back from Lakeland.
That's how you spend those 2 hours.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. Red Sox fall to the Tigers by a final score of 11-3. We will get you set up for what is a big day tomorrow at JetBlue Park that includes Johan Oviedo on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
Wendy's has a new Girl Scout Thin Mints Frosty Fusion with Girl Scout Thin Mints cookie pieces, rich creamy frosty, and a mint chocolate cookie sauce. Which means Girl Scout Thin Mints and Wendy's Frosty, yeah, they're basically best friends now. It's like two delicious desserts just high-fived, snapped a few too many friendship selfies, and then rode a tandem bike down a never-ending road of mint chocolate frosty perfection. So, swing by Wendy's and try the new Thin Mints Frosty Fusion.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Coleman.
It's electric.
A whole house generator from Coleman Electric saves the family unit. Dad's in the basement watching the game. Mom's watching another movie on Lifetime about why dad sucks. Kid's in his room on the Xbox. Daughter's putting the cat in her Easy Bake Oven. Boom! Big storm. Power goes out. So everybody meets in the dining room. Yeah, light a candle and play Jenga. Family game night, all good. But when the power's still out, on night number 4, you're chucking Jenga blocks at each other, putting the kids up for adoption, and filing for divorce. Coleman Electric saves you from this misery with a whole house generator. It starts up automatically and runs on natural gas. Every outlet, circuit, and device in the entire house keeps running. It means seconds after the power goes out, everybody can keep doing what they were doing. And that's important, because the best way to keep a family together is to remain apart. Call Common Electric and schedule a free estimate for a whole house generator install. And stay lit 24/7. KUHLMAN. Call Coleman.
It's electric!
Southeastern Mass. Looking to get rid of all that junk after the snow melts? Look no further than E.L. Harvey. The team at E.L. Harvey are the waste management experts based in Southern Mass with waste and recycling options for everyone, from homeowners to businesses and contractors. They are committed to keeping our beautiful community clean and green. Visit elharveynewbedford.com to schedule a dumpster rental now. For all of your waste and recycling needs, visit elharveynewbedford.com. That's elharveynewbedford.com.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Verbo, we understand that even the best of plans sometimes need a little support. So we plan for the plot twists. Every booking is automatically backed by our Verbo Care Guarantee, giving you confidence from the very start. Whenever you need help, it's ready. Before your stay, through the moments in between, and after your trip. Because a great trip starts with peace of mind. And maybe a good playlist. But we've got the peace of mind part covered.
Winter weather can be frightful, but Shaw's and Star Market's pickup and delivery, delightful. To help with snow days and driving delays, Shaw's and Star Market offer free curbside pickup or get delivery. That's right, just order ahead and Shaw's and Star Market will have your groceries ready for you curbside, or they can deliver